Welcome back to Mariners Baseball. This is the Rooftop Sports, and we are getting ready for that Mariners opening day. And, looks like I got to fix my Facebook. What a way to start this season already, isn't it? But, yes, thank you very much for joining it. And looks like they are going through the Mariners opening day festivities at this time. They're showing all the highlights from the amazing 2025 season, which I know we all enjoyed it very much. And okay, great. My Facebook one is working right now. But yeah, they're showing the highlights of 25 and what a magical season that was. And we are all very excited for Mariners baseball. Now, although there are disappointments I do have throughout the offseason, the Mariners did not re-up on Jorge Polanco. And they also did not re-up on Eugenio Suarez. And let me give my shout-outs to the Gino Suarez.
All right, guys. Goodbyes only. Don't forget it. Stop it. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's very unfortunate that the Mariners did not re-up those guys. But they did make up for it by getting Brendan Donovan. They showed up their bullpen in Jose Ferrer. Hopefully he can be another competent Mariners bullpen that they do have. They've got Andres Munoz as their closer and Matt Brash as their setup. Hopefully, Jose Ferrer is going to be more of that 7th inning or 8th inning guy. And by the way, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, donate to the channel in case all of you are wondering, or if I am actually have a goal of 100 live streams for the season. That is right. I am going for 100 live streams because 2023 I did 40, 2024 I did 60, 2025 I did 79. Now the goal is 100. So let's get to it. Let's make that happen. And now Tom Hutler is now running the show of the Mariners pregame festivities. I think they're going to go over the banner, the AL West banner. That's what they're going to go over, and they're going to reminisce about the great moments of Mariners baseball in the last 50 years, as this is the 50th anniversary of Mariners baseball. Mariners have been around since 1977. And by the way, I actually had opening day tickets, which was gifted by the Marine Layer podcast. Shout out to them. Diego Segui. Yep, Diego Segui. They're showing the highlight. They're showing everything from 1977. 100 live streams for you and 100 wins for the Mariners sounds pretty good. Yeah, let's go for it. I like the way you're thinking. David Segui is coming out to throw out a first pitch. David Segui, who was with the Mariners from 1998 to 1999, which, by the way, he was the first baseman, along with that Mariners juggernaut of an offense. David Segui was actually a serviceable first baseman. Just couldn't get the Tino Martinez's level, but that's just my pettiness. David Segui was also the son of Diego Segui, and Diego Segui is no longer with us, so condolences to him and the family for David Segui. Only fitting that it looks like maybe it would be fitting that David Segui throws out the first pitch for the 50th anniversary. If only Diego Segui was around, he would have thrown that first pitch. We're about 30 minutes away. Oh, now they're going over the lineups, the staff for the Cleveland Guardians. Stephen Vogt is the manager. He was actually the former bullpen coach for the Seattle Mariners in 2023. Mariners could use him. Stephen Kwan is the leadoff hitter for the Cleveland Guardians. Jose Ramirez, he's a force out there for the Cleveland Guardians. One of the best players in baseball. Kyle Manzardo. Bo Naylor. Bo Naylor, the brother of Josh Naylor. Daniel Schneemann is the next guy. Who's that? Brian Rocchio is the shortstop. Tanner Bybee is the pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians. Now I think they're going through the Mariners starting lineups. Showing Randy Arozarena's opening day home run. Also put it in the chat who you think is going to be the first player to hit the home run for the Mariners. Who will it be? If I'm going to go by prediction, I don't think it's going to be Cal Raleigh. Oh, now it's time to introduce the Mariners. I'll say Josh Naylor. Oh, yeah, they're shouting out the broadcasters to Brad Adam. Angie Mentick still has the job. Got Aaron Goldsmith and the Hyphen. Gary Hill Jr. and Rick Riz, along with their Shannon Dreyer back there and Bob Stelton. And Rooftop Sports is also his play-by-play independent personality. Yep. Give those hands out to Rick Riz, the great Rick Riz. I know we were so close last year, Goshi, but let's make it happen this year. Mariners support staff is who they're shouting out and introducing. You're going through all the athletic trainers now. Dietitian. Kazuhiro Yamamoto is a therapist. And now they're going through the players. Pete Woodworth, yep. Longtime pitching coach for the Mariners. Trent Blank, also part of the Mariners pitching coaching staff. Austin Nola is the bullpen coach. Justin Novak. Danny Farquhar, former Mariners. They love Eric Young Jr. Perry Hill. Manny Acta is a now bench coach. Kevin Seitzer, part of the improvement of the Mariners offense. And then there's Edgar Martinez. Got to give him the shout out. That's really cool. They have some of the season ticket holders. They actually hold out the flag. That's a pretty cool thing. Ryan Bliss, who made the roster on the team, probably due to the injury of J.P. Crawford. Victor Robles was known to make that amazing catch in right center field against the Astros that saved the Mariners season, got them the division arguably. Mitch Garver, backup catcher, and he gets some love. Are you watching the game? I am watching the game right there, and I'm also doing the play-by-play myself. Brian Wu, all-star of the Mariners. Emerson Hancock, he is the 5th starter for the Mariners. Was supposed to be a long relief pitcher, but injuries to Bryce Miller did not help. Who actually got him the job. Rob Repsnyder is going to be playing. Jose Ferrer was off of the Harry Ford trade. He could kind of slim down a little bit. Matt Brash, one of the best relievers from last season. Thank you very much. Where do you work at? Carlos Vargas, the very talented but very erratic. But he got a haircut. Gabe Spire, great pitcher for the Mariners relief last year and also competed in the World Baseball Classic. Luis Castillo, one of the starters on the team, does his little fist. Casey Legumina is now on the... Casey Legumina, he's on the team. Was a decent pitcher last year for the bullpen. Furious George Kirby. You gotta love the guy. Andres Munoz. Yeah, he's causing a cheering earthquake. One of the best closers in baseball last season. Also became an all-star. He had a good season last season. Edward Bizardo. It was disappointing he gave up the home run to George Springer, but it would have happened to anyone. Cooper Criswell, new guy. The starting lineup for your Seattle Mariners. Dan Wilson, the manager. It's only been him and Lou Piniella that has brought the Mariners to the ALCS. Brendan Donovan. He's getting quite the welcome. He's their Mariners' third baseman. Wonder how that will work. Mariners traded for him. Catcher Cal Raleigh is getting the huge standing ovation. Should have been the MVP last year, they say. Julio Rodriguez, you know, he's going to cause an earthquake. Josh Naylor is now up. Yep, he definitely got a lot of love. He's holding the trident. Randy Orozarena. And he gets all the cheers and the love. Kind of erratic guy. Probably should have not acted that way in the World Baseball Classic. I wouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Luke Raley is now the starter, one of the starters. Hopefully he's healthy for this season because he wasn't healthy last season. Dom Canzone, who had a good season. He was a great hitter for the 25 team. Batted 300, believe it or not. Cole Young made the Major League roster and is starting for second base. Congratulations to Cole Young. He really earned it. Leo Rivas was one of the unsung heroes. Took over for Dylan Moore as the utility player. Hit a walk-off home run against St. Louis, and I was calling that game. Logan Gilbert will be the starting pitcher. And here comes the rafter, the banner. It has been revealed. It's exactly what we were waiting for, but let's make it a World Series banner next time. Well, I see nothing has changed with Astros bats. Well, now that you're here, it's only going to be a fitting welcome for you. Oh, it's time for the national anthem. I am going to stand up and sing the national anthem. That's what I'm going to do. Going to stand up. Camera's going up. Bill Mazeroski, rest in peace. They're going over the Mariners that did pass away. Jesus Montero passed away in Venezuela. Yorvius Medina, he passed away too. Mike Campbell passed away. Moment of silence is required. I will be singing the national anthem in just a few moments. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Oh, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now it's time to transition to Mariners baseball. Thank you for hearing my national anthem. And look who we have, the legendary Josh, who was probably my MVP of the Mariners 2025 season. You almost carried the Mariners to the World Series alone. You were the beacon. It was the beacon. I set the beacon of Amor Din. It was lit. But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
And the craziest thing is I didn't even blame any of the pitching decisions. I just said, nope, it was George Springer's time. No matter, you could have put in anyone and it still would have happened. I was more upset when Julio struck out in the ninth. I think we can agree with that one.
Yeah. And then his blow up in the locker room.
Oh, yeah. That was, Brian Wu was a witness to that, and he didn't even have a comment.
Yeah.
And by the way, welcome back, Baseball by Dave Niehaus. He does that for a little beautiful poem. Oh, look, Dodgers are sort of breaking baseball again with the lead 3-2.
They just make the postseason and rest all their players on the injured list, and then guess what? They're all healthy by the time that the season's over.
Magically.
Yeah, magically. Honestly, the players are not going to have any friends when the labor dispute comes up because most people want the cap.
I don't want the cap.
Well, it sadly has to be put in. It's getting to a point that it's ridiculous now.
Man, it's just that I don't know. This thing, I could just go on and on about the whole cap space thing, but Josh, how was your off season? Like, obviously, the start to my off season was atrocious. That's probably why you saw me doing a ton of those Sonics 2K stuff. That was literally part of the ways to cope with the Mariners losing. I just needed a distraction. and that we still don't have an NBA team yet, but hope and momentum has been coming along.
Yeah. My off season has been the last my final 2 semesters, hopefully, of graduate school, which have been, terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah. School is never fun.
Yeah.
Now they're having a kid run around. It's like the ceremonial running around the bases. And I believe I think these are kids that were victims to possible health conditions. And they get to run around the baseball field in front of 48,000 fans. Yeah, he's giving an ovation. He is trying what he can. Looks like he was diagnosed with something. I'm trying to understand what it was, but he's actually struggling to go from first to second base.
I remember running around the bases years ago. That was back when the Astros sucked.
Yeah, those were the good old days, wasn't it?
Yeah, back when you could actually afford to go to a game.
Don't even get me started. Man, everything's so expensive.
Yeah. Well, and the other problem is also with the whole baseball thing is with the whole regional sports networks going belly up. The gap's
It's
just
bad.
It's
The
just
funny thing is, so people were upset that it wasn't on YouTube TV, and I actually did some research. I first thought it was the Mariners. I was like, of course the Mariners would goof it up, but actually it's a Major League Baseball problem. They don't even have partnership with YouTube TV for a regional standpoint.
Well,
so there's the issue right there.
MLB, 2 things that MLB needs to do just immediately. 1, get rid of blackouts. Why are they still a thing? And then 2 is they need to open up more games in easily accessible areas, like your standard free broadcast channels that everyone can get with an antenna, and then also places like YouTube TV where a lot of people can get that.
Yeah, that's where the audience is, but I think it sounds like Major League Baseball is having negotiating problems with YouTube TV. I think they're the ones asking for the top dollars. But just also just doing it with CBS, ABC, Fox, and NBC, you should have that. Like, people would watch baseball games if they could actually, watch the baseball games without having to pay through the nose. OG Mariners star Rupert Jones, who was on the 1977 team, he is throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. How fitting. Maybe someday I will throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
Who knows? No one, knows.
Rupert Jones will be throwing to the son of Diego Segui, David Segui, also former Mariner from the 1998-99 seasons. Nice throw by Rupert Jones. Good pregame ceremony. And also the Special Olympics basketball, because we have a little time. We did not make it to state this time. And a lot of against-ing factors really did happen. And I'm not saying that these were the reasons why we didn't make it to state, but I'll just say they did not help. I think that's a more fair statement. So it started with my head coach. He was on vacation, anniversary with the wife. Can't blame him. It had like the number 0 at the end. So when it has that, you have to accommodate for that, no matter what the timeline is. But I was like, okay, fine. And of course, that made me appointed as interim head coach for the regionals tournament. I was like, okay, fine. I mean, I got this. I just do the same things that he does. And then it gets better. My point guard, who's pretty much the Stephen Curry on the team, he sustained a knee injury from the previous tournament, from the sub-regionals, and then he was deemed out at the 11th hour of Friday night before Saturday. So I lost him. And then my best defensive player, she had to leave for work early in one of our critical games in the regionals. So we did win second place in regionals, but in order to get to state, you have to win first place. Now, don't get me wrong. All of my players did a little bit of extra, did what they could, just wasn't enough. And
yeah,
couple players were kind of like, oh man, he's not going to play. We're screwed. I had to tell them repeatedly, like, no, do not say that. I was trying to tell them that it's the opportunity to step up and do a little extra. And even if he played, I don't know if it would have guaranteed anything because we were actually getting killed on rebounds. It wasn't because of lack of offense from one player. It was we lacked from everything else. Like our defense was okay. We just kept turning the ball over and we weren't getting rebounds.
Yeah, that will do it.
And I'm not saying I had a Julio Rodriguez like raging after that, but I definitely felt I had his emotions internally after the tournament when I got home. Like I didn't show it when I got home, but I didn't show it to the team, but when I got home, I was trying to watch a show and it took me a half hour just to hit play.
Oh no.
I was just sitting there. Like it was like Billy Beane in Moneyball when he was just sitting in the stadium depressed that the A's lost the Yankees. It was exactly like that. Everything was just quiet.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that does.
Well, we're getting ready for some Mariners baseball. I didn't even get a chance to go over the starting lineups. So for Cleveland, it's going to be Stephen Kwan. I can't pronounce that guy's name. You can do it for me because you're the smart one. Jose Ramirez, Manzardo, Bo Naylor, Rhys Hoskins, Schneemann, Arias, and I can't say his name either.
Chase DeLauter or DeLauter?
DeLafour? I don't know. DeLauter? Yeah. And Rocchio. And now for the Mariners, it's going to be leadoff is Brendan Donovan, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Dom Canzone, Cole Young, and Leo Rivas. I like the lineup. The only thing I would change is just flipping Dan Wilson and Cal Raleigh. That's the only thing I would flip.
Or what you could do is just have, Randy Arozarena try to, shake hands.
And Cal Raleigh. and Randy not throw a huge hissy fit on social media. And I really do believe that.
Dude, you didn't even show up for any of those World Baseball Classic games.
I think if Eugenio Suarez was on the Mariners, Suarez would have called Randy and say, hey, just chill out, man. It's not that bad.
Or he might blow it out of proportions like he did with Hector Neris.
Yeah, when it was all over him calling Julio a wussy. That was really it. I really wish you were on the show because it would have been funnier.
Yeah, that would have been funny. According to Google, the Mariners have a 62% chance of winning this game.
That's a bit inflated.
Yeah. Honestly, the projected wins total for the Mariners, I'm all like, this seems a little inflated. They think that they're going to win 90-something games. I'm all like, they might.
Yeah, they're ignoring the fact that what if Houston could have a bounce back season and the A's, they are doomed to break out.
Seeing the offense for opening day, no.
Losing to the Angels, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, with the and having where you only had 3 hits and multiple times where people were in scoring position and you did nothing.
Oh, come on. Just like the buzzword I don't like. It's just one game.
Yeah, it's just, oh my gosh.
Hey, but you know what the reaction was when Brendan Donovan got traded to the Mariners? World Series, baby! I was like, but we lost Suarez and Polo, and I wanted to keep both of them.
World Series, baby!
It never gets old.
Henniger comes back, and he didn't think we signed a Hall of Famer.
It's just too iconic. That was like the highlight of the 2024 Mariners season. And that season was depressing. It was the most depressing 85 wins I ever saw, aside from my other seasons where they won 85 games. It's just the offense was just unwatchable. It was eye bleeding. 25 was a little better. At least they were volatile, but they were still hitting bombs at least.
But at least you had Haniger.
In 24.
Yeah. At least
for the first game against Boston, it's a home run. And everyone's like, World Series, baby.
And then just Robbie Ray had a bounce back with the Giants, which just made it even worse.
I saw that happening. I knew that. I had a feeling it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone did anyway.
Well, and honestly, I'm just going to say this, that a lot of teams really need to take inspiration from what the Brewers are still doing, because they're still playing small ball, and they racked up 14 runs on the White Sox. Sure, it's the White Sox, but 14 runs is still 14 runs.
Oh, the White Sox. Oh, Jared Kelenic couldn't even crack the roster.
Hey, they do have a Pope backing them, though, and that Pope magic, it can do things.
It only works on the Seahawks.
It might, but the thing is that the last for Pope Francis, his country, I think, won the world the World Cup shortly after that in soccer. So it could happen in baseball, or it could also happen that Chicago finally wins the Super Bowl. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could.
They'll move to Indiana before they win a Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh! Just when I heard that they're thinking about moving to Indiana, I was all like, "What the heck are we doing?"
Hey, it's only 30-minute drive, so they're still going to be called Chicago. They just happen to not be in Chicago.
Yeah, they happen to be in Indiana. No, hey, they could pull what the city of Anaheim's trying to do to the Angels. Force the name
Los Angeles. They need to bring Anaheim back. It was much more authentic.
The funny thing is, so if you remember when Artie came in, it shortly changed to Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Do you know why of Anaheim had to be there?
Why?
Because when this was back when Disney still owned the Angels, they went through an extensive renovation of the stadium to its current layout. And the agreement was with the city of Anaheim is that the name Anaheim had to be located in the Angels' name. And so that's why they changed the Anaheim Angels from the California Angels. And for the longest time, Artie fought it in court, and he just changed it to Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And then he just dropped of Anaheim off. But it was never legally declared that he could actually do that.
Oh, what a man.
And also apparently at the state level, there's a bill that's being put in to force them to change the name back to Anaheim.
They have to. And by the way, the Mariners opening day is going to be underway. The players are taking the field. Oh, yeah, it did not start yet. It did not, Paul Young. Let's see if Luke Raley. And, also, given the Mariners right field, where they're pretty much going by platoon, you know what I'm calling it? The DH and the right field spot, I'm calling them the platoon squad.
Oh, no. I'm all like, you cannot really have platoons for your defensive positions. That's a recipe for disaster.
They're milking it for a couple prospects that are hanging in the minors. One of them is set to be there in May. That is for shortstop, though. But for outfield, I have my doubts. Now, DH doesn't really matter. You can platoon that as much as you want, but
that's kind of what the DH is there for, is mainly doing talent that doesn't have any defensive value or aging talent.
Yeah. Cole Young in spring training hit 281, 6 home runs, and 18 RBIs. And Reese, how could you miss this? You cannot miss this. And remember, Josh, do you know what the goal is for my channel for the baseball season? How many live streams am I shooting for?
I would guess 100.
100 is the goal, as I did 79 last season. And, by average, I've been increasing 20 every year. So I think there's a good shot.
Yeah, I think there is. So did you watch the World Baseball Classic other than, Korea getting, destroyed?
Watched United States in the semis, watched the finals. Those were really good games. And
I watched that Venezuela-Japan game. That was good.
That was insane. But you know who's the biggest loser of the entire World Baseball Classic? It's not even South Korea against Dominican Republic. At least everyone understood that. At least they were like, oh, yeah, we get it. It's Dominican Republic.
It's the Czech team.
No, not even them, because at least everyone kind of figured, first pitch brought to you by SeatGeek. And the first pitch, and right down the middle for a strike. And how fitting is that? First strike in the 50th season, first strike in the OG season.
Yeah.
And now we've got an 0-1.
Well,
now here's the pitch.
There's not
as foul
many
ball
parallels to its first season, because that would be bad.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because
But they're not playing the Angels, so we're fine.
No, the Astros are unfortunately playing the Angels and losing.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And that will not drop. And Donovan makes the catch. And that's going to be one away. By the way, I had actually opening day tickets for Mariners baseball for opening day. It was gifted by the Marine Layer podcast because I went to their trivia night and won 2 of the 4 rounds. And that got me Mariners baseball tickets. But however, obviously you knew I did something with them because I'm not at the game.
Yeah.
By the way, first pitch is coming. And that's up high for a ball. I gave the tickets to a friend of mine and his friend.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the best move. I mean, I could have sold it, but I'm not that much of a you-know-what.
Or no, you could have done a live stream at the stadium like you did that one time.
Nah,
With that
shoddy
Astros game, all that.
Shoddy internet connection. If I
a
do that,
game as well.
was the signal shoddy?
And that one, it really wasn't that shoddy. I just remember how terrible the game was because you're just, standing up there just chanting, "We suck."
I don't even think I got that many views, too. And all my friends were just annoyed by that. And now, and Stary Co. Sorry, I cannot let you in because I only sent the link because, I'm going to delete that link. I don't want people in. That was a little glitch moment. The pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that just missed it. I wonder if they're going to ABS this one. Nope, they're not going to ABS it. I mean, the ABS thing is weird. I have to confess that.
Yeah, it is weird.
The pitch. Oh, and a fly ball drilled to right field. And here is Luke Raley actually makes the... Oh, nope, it's gone.
No, because I was actually looking at the college basketball scores, and I came back over and it said, in-play runs.
By the way, the Mariners have just given up a home run, and the season is lost. I think we should just close the live stream, and I forget about the goal.
One and done. One and done. One hit wonder.
Let's see. Guardians home run.
It's still weird to hear Cleveland Guardians.
Well, Mariners down already.
So what? After day 1, the Angels are going to be in the lead? Oh,
yes.
No.
Season over.
No.
I just said, well, Mariners down already. Season over.
Hey.
Another pitch.
I know that.
Oh, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2.
I also know that your Cubs got beat. That's why.
Brees is also. Dang it, we suck.
We suck again.
Hey, I can laugh. If it was playoffs, I would be like, oh yeah, it's over. The 0-2, and now the pitch. And that's
and it
a
was
foul
the guy
ball.
that we couldn't pronounce his last name.
Oh yeah, well there was a little karma there. Now I'm looking at what happened after that first strike with Diego Segui. I gotta look that up. As we're at 0-2.
Oh my god.
In the pitch.
5 minutes
up high for a ball.
In one of the college basketball games, and it is 5-5.
5-5, huh?
What?
Now we're at 1-2, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And by the way, the Angels did score in the very first inning after that first pitch was. Oh my God, I think that was. Okay, it was just the third inning. It wasn't the. I saw a home run, and I thought it was like in the first inning, but it said third inning. If it was like in the first inning, that's a pretty eerie parallel. Would have made a good YouTube short, though.
It would have.
And here is Manzardo. And now the pitch as we have 2 outs. And that is a ball. Now, the reason why I'm naturally not freaking out all over one home run is because that's what the Mariners starters do. They always have that one little oopsie pitch.
Let's just hope there's not more oopsie pitches.
Let's hope not. And now the 1-0. And that's going to be a foul ball. Rain City Pride on Twitter says 50th season for the Seahawks, Super Bowl champs, 50th season for the Mariners, World Series champs. I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see.
One had much more success than the other one.
1-1, and that's going to be a strike. Although Mariners are down 1 off a home run, we should all know that it's regular practice that Mariners starters allow early home runs. And now we're at 1-2, and now the pitch. Oh, and a fly ball and fouled.
Yeah, it was close, though.
It looked pretty good, though. But naturally, it usually is regular practice for Mariners starters to give up runs like that, especially in the first inning. They always do that. Now we're at 1-2, and now the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and foul. And actually, Mariners are the Guardians are putting a lot of work on Logan Gilbert already. He's already up to 20 pitches. Like usually for him, this is a 10-pitch inning. But he can settle down. We can always rely on that, I hope. Now we're at 1-2. And now here is the pitch. And fouled back. And even on a 96, they are still grinding it on him. Now we're at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, hit the dirt and the throw to first. And that's going to be in time. So a pretty almost clean inning for the Mariners, but a home run has been given up. And I've already declared that this season is already over. And this will be the last game of the season. No. Mariners always do this. They always give up that one home run because that fastball always leaves hanging. And Josh, there is a video that will never get old between us. I think you know which one it is. Which one do you think it is? I have 2 of them.
You gotta love these guys. Oh,
yeah, let's do that one. The 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
He literally just swing. He literally check swinged at
None
the
of those
dirt.
were in the strike zone.
It wasn't even in the strike zone, and he chuck swinged it. Like, why?
Like, literally, that wasn't Taylor Scott being good. That was just
really
you just
bad.
swinging at crap. Oh.
I have another one for you after that, and it is also between us. I think you
Yeah.
might like it too. I think you have the. Would you like to guess which one it is?
Oh, well, because that the one that just was played, that was the first one that came to mind. I'm trying to think.
Well, while you're thinking, I got to do a quick. You say it to the audience. I got to do a quick story mode for my Facebook and Instagram. Well, the Mariners are already down 1-0. I think we can just say that the season is completely over just because of that. No. It always happens. The Mariners, their starters always give up that one little oopsie home run early in the game. Let's not panic yet, right?
No.
And we are back from the break.
No. And then the result is Bivey throws a 27-pitch perfect game.
That could happen. You never know, right?
Well, it's not going to be 27 pitches.
No, it won't. That's going to be up high for a ball. So which one did you think it was? The next video I'll show in the next inning.
I'm blanking on it.
All right, I'll make it a surprise. And now the pitch. And that's going to be inside, in there for a strike. By the way, if you do follow my socials, I did go to Arizona in March, and that was a lot of fun. Went to 2 Mariners games and watched 2 World Baseball Classic games. The 1-1 inside for a ball.
Yeah, I was hoping that it was going to line up my schedule that I could go to some of the Houston games, and I just unfortunately wasn't able to.
Paul Hahn is not wrong on that. But the 2-1 up high for a ball, and it's a 3-1 pitch, and this is part of the reason why the Mariners did bring in Brendan Donovan is to make it because he does work the count. So it is 3-1. And now here is the 3-1 pitch. And now here's a fly ball back to the deep right field. Is that going to be enough? That is gone. That is a home run for Brendan Donovan. The Mariners get on the board.
World Series, baby.
I hope so. And what a way to have a debut for the Seattle Mariners. And it is the Mariners 1 and the Guardians 1. And what a way and what a start for Brendan Donovan. Welcome to Seattle.
Oh, look, with almost half the first half gone, it is that one game I was looking at earlier is 9-8. What is going on there?
And now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And now here's the pitch. Oh, and here's a fly ball and foul.
No.
If that was a home run, I think there literally would have been an earthquake. Wow. On the first at bat for Brendan Donovan, a home run. What a debut already.
Yeah.
Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now they're chanting MVP, and now the 1-1 inside for a ball. And those catchers, they're really trying to frame it.
I'm all like, take that up with the voters. They're wrong, but that's
the 247 really did not help. Now the 2-1 check swing. Did he go? He did. Oh, he did go. I think if he batted at least 260, he would have had a much better shot.
Yeah, and it's just for whatever reason, like Judge can have an okay season, and they're all like, "Oh, we got to give him the MVP." It's like with Shohei. There's just no chance if you're another player to really
2-2. And ball 3-2.
It's not to say that they're like not deserving of it. It's just kind of all like it should be moments where you say, okay, this person's won it too many times. Maybe we should look at someone else.
And now the pitch. Oh, and did he go? He did not. And ball 4, take your base. My friend Rain City Pride, he said, gave up a home run in the first inning. It was nice while it lasted. Thank you, fans.
Now, with Julio coming up, are we going to see a double play or are we actually going to see progress?
We're going to see swinging at the dirt. Now the pitch.
That too.
You know why they're putting Cal Raleigh at 2 this time? Because they were traumatized from Game 7. Because maybe if Cal Raleigh was up before, maybe he ties the game. So I think that's what it was. What a moment that was. I should have done the YouTube short for that part and when I was like completely just vilifying Julio, but you knew that my energy was just gone by then.
Yeah.
Like you notice, I think I took a few days absence. Like I was that crushed. And now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go, and that's going to be 1-1.
That's how I felt after the 2023 ALCS. Oh man, I was not a happy person to be around.
Now we're at 1-1. Cal Raleigh throw back to first, and he barely got back in time. I've got 10 people on the show. I think this is a pretty good start.
Yeah.
This is like my Black Friday.
Yeah, and some of them were probably confused why there's
1-1
wearing a Colts 45s hat.
He's an Astros fan, full disclosure.
Yeah.
But he is a friend because he did help add up to some Mariners victories. It's just that Game 7 wasn't. And I really did send Pettigrew Took to light the beacons.
I did. I remember that.
That was just classic.
That was
1-2.
And Rohan will send its thoughts and prayers.
They did send their thoughts and prayers for Gondor. 2-2.
And
all the
rings.
And all the fallen heroes of Rohan because it did not work out.
Yeah.
And then Gandalf is gone. And the 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did go down, and that's the volatility of Julio Rodriguez.
Even then, had the catcher ABS that, I think it would have got it as well.
Didn't matter. He already went all the way around anyway.
Yeah.
Julio's volatility. Oh, we got Bo Naylor and Josh Naylor. That's nice to have brothers playing against each other.
It's got to be really weird for them because they usually
1-1. Yeah, well, sometimes you love that sibling rivalry. Just like my best friend on my fantasy baseball league. He's my arch nemesis in fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
We have the most nastiest text messages with each other when it comes to fantasy baseball. Now it's the 1-0 and actually throw back to first. That's going to be not in time. I mean, yeah, we do have a decent lineup, but having Polanco and Eugenio Suarez really would have been nice for this team. Well, like if you had him and Donovan, but if they did keep those two, Donovan's not on this team. Now the 1-0,
I think
inside for a ball. Bibby. I think it's Bibby. It's not Bibby, I can tell you that.
Bibby. Bibby.
I pronounced it as Bibby before.
But I'm pretty sure it is Bibby.
Now we're at 2-0 for Josh Naylor. Now the pitch. Inside for a ball.
Bibby just doesn't want to challenge that.
And here is the pizza boy. I got a lot of people on here so far. I have now 14.
And this promotion will last through May, even though it's August.
I keep forgetting. Here's the full disclosure. I'm too lazy to change it. I do have the original footage, so I can fix it, but I'm that lazy.
Well, I'm all like
3-0. Now it could be a ground ball, double play ball, go to second, and the throw to first in time.
Get ball 4, genius level move.
F it, be lazy. It's all good.
The only thing you might need to add is just a little disclaimer that says this is actually applying all the time or something like that.
Because I'm effing lazy, and I'm effing lazy to do that. Oh, the treat. While I do another YouTube or a story, please enjoy And now here is the pitch. And a swing!
All 5 pitches were out of the strike zone. Literally, if he had just stood there with the bat on his shoulder, the game would be over.
Are you serious?
And then I think I remember saying later on in that game, I said, this crash out is brought to you by one of your sponsors.
SeatGeek.
Yeah, I can't remember what I said for it, but I remember I said, this crash out is brought to you by.
The only reason I was able to do that because nobody was in the house at the time.
Yeah.
I was home alone. And that's why I just screamed.
Home Alone.
I remember when I thought I heard the door knock, and I thought that was like someone checking. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" That actually scared me.
Yeah.
Like being in a vacant house is scary. I can tell you that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the weirdest feeling ever. Now the pitch, and that's
Every
gonna be
sound
popped
just
up.
is amplified by a lot.
Yeah, that's now I can see why that Microsoft Silent Room. That's why people fail because it's like that scary because you can only hear your heartbeat.
Yeah.
Now we're at 0-1 for Bo Naylor, and now the pitch.
That is kind of
that's
funny.
A strike.
We went from Naylor and the Mariners to Naylor on Cleveland.
On Cleveland. Last season didn't really hit that well though. 195, a 282 OBP. Now the pitch, and that is low for a ball. Everyone loves that video.
And if he just sat with the bat on his shoulders, and would have ended.
Now we're at.
I kind of just like gave this like deadpan delivery of it.
2-2. Well, we got Arizona and the Dodgers still trying to battle it out. And now the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball again. Top of the second so far. Mariners and the Guardians are tied.
I will say out of all the games that were played today, the one that was the most odd was the fact that the Nationals beat the crap out of the Cubs. That was unexpected.
And the 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. That's going to be 3-2. As now we're at 3-2 for Naylor. And the pitch. And strike 3 called, and that is going to be the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, Naylor would have won that easy had he challenged
it. That's the thing. Now it's strategy, right? Because you don't want to just keep wasting everything. You want to kind of keep it towards the end because look what happened. And actually, no, because that's the thing. So even if Dominican Republic had those challenges, even if they were allowed to because of that controversial Mason Miller strikeout, as we're at Hoskins, by the way, hold on. And now here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Even if they had that, I think Albert Pujols would have burned it. I think they would have burned it into like the third inning.
Well, yeah. Well, because some of them I've heard that it's like you just get a certain amount and that's it. But if you do, others I've seen where you win it and you get to keep it. And
you do, yeah. But knowing Dominican Republic, they would have just called on everything.
Which, if I'm here, I'm all like, okay, if I'm Naylor and I know for sure that was not a strike, I would have I would have challenged that.
0-2. And I think these players will understand that it will be more necessary to do it when
the game
there's actually games on the line. They're not going to do it on a top of the second with one out, nobody on.
One I could actually see, and this might give value to the guy on.
Now here's a liner to left field, and that is going to be a fair ball into the corner, and that's going to be extra base hits. He's going to have a stand-up double, and Randy arose and ran, and he's like, yeah, well, I'm just doing this. That's what he does.
I played on Team Mexico.
He's actually from Cuba.
Yeah, and they expedited his Mexican citizenship so he could play on the team. And the last World Baseball Classic
was known for that. Yeah. That's when it was starting to get more noticeable. And now everyone's like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, but as I was saying, the second base, like the guy that's on second base, could be very valuable because he could just look there and then give a nod to the hitter to say, hey, challenge that.
That's true.
Because he would actually have a good angle.
So there's probably going to be a lot of like communication kind of stuff as we're at 0-1 to the Schneemann, the pitch.
You have
swing and a miss, strike two.
Unless you're that one umpire who like just rejected Kevin Biggio's, ABS call, because Biggio literally did it instantly, and the ump's all like, "No, you can't."
0-2, low for a ball.
What? That's within the time frame. Because it's all like you have 2 seconds to decide whether or not to challenge it, and then if you challenge it, there you go. Now, if it's a little bit outside of that, the ump can decide whether or not
1-2. Swing and a miss, and that actually it's a foul. No, he strikes out. And Logan Gilbert is actually off to a really good start.
Yeah. 36.
I think that's his 4th strikeout. Yeah, he's actually settled down in this inning.
Yeah. Well, at least they've scored a bit more. It's at least double digits now.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani got hit.
Ooh.
And now the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. It goes, Shohei Ohtani took a 93 cutter to his right tricep. It clearly hurt, but he was laughing with Carlos Santana on the Ways first base. So I think he's basically saying he's okay, I guess.
Yeah, he might, and then they might say, well, we're going to put him on the injured list here for like a week, and he's going to be completely fine, but we're going to use that as an excuse to rest him for a bit or something stupid. Oh my god!
As if the NBA does that enough.
Well, NBA. Sad thing is, what's happening with MLB will start to happen with NBA because they are also tied to regional sports networks. What's been helping them is that they have a smaller squad, so you're able to spread the wealth more. But the problem is that the teams that don't have a regional sports network now, it's slowly accumulating, like the damage is. Because, for instance, I think Space City Network, its predecessor back when it was a regional sports network, on a bad year would give the Astros and the Rockets to split $30 million a piece. That was a bad year.
1-2. And just misses it, and that's going to be a ball. But Cal Raleigh knows that that's not even worth burning an ABS for.
And now, with it being owned by the Rockets and Astros, at best, you might get $20 million. Maybe you might.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The pitch. Now, here's going to be a ground ball to Leo Rivas. The throw to first, and barely gets him in time. That thing was just bouncing. And that's going to retire the side. And while we go into commercial break, here is always our most iconic video. I gotta find. Oh, here it is.
My point is it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro. when Ichiro's like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying. Like Haniger comes back and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever. And all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter was like, World Series, baby! Let's go! Let's go! He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Hanny, baby, he's going to come and save the Mariners.
It never gets old.
It never does.
I gotta get more of those, like all those like past ones, like the Canzone. Which one's the best? The Nailer Scream, Canzone, Shocked, or World Series, baby?
There's the world. There are so many of those. I also remember that one time that you did the video of you were reacting to a play, but it was just like a replay of like an old play in the same game. But you're all like, oh, and they hit a double.
Oh, wait, it's just... Yeah, I definitely gave a lot of people heart attacks on that. And we are back from the break, and guess who's up?
Poser.
Randy Arozarena, the poser. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Randy Arozarena, as much as I give him criticism, he did have a solid season last season. Wasn't ideal to make him a leadoff hitter, but he still contributed to the team. I'll give him that, but he did strike out a lot.
Oh, yeah, I do remember
you
broke the hat. I remember.
The helmet! Oh, my gosh.
We lost a trooper. We lost a trooper.
And it was a good helmet from 2001, so the quality of the plastic was a lot better back then. The pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Arozarena with a strikeout, baby.
Hey, we could get an immaculate inning here. Woo-hoo!
Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Classic Arozarena strikeout.
But yeah, you won't find a good quality helmet like that for a cheap price these days.
Nope. I really should have kept that in my brain, but I didn't. Now here's Luke Raley. A huge curveball. That's going to be a strike.
Oh, come on. We can still do it. We're still in line for the immaculate inning.
Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike two. I think we're halfway there.
Yeah, come on. We can do it.
Come on, let's go. Let's get the immaculate inning. Possible Canzone. It could happen on a check swing. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. The magic number is 3.
We're 3 pitches away.
Magic number is 3 for the immaculate inning for the... Oh, next week's going to be fun. We got the Mariners versus the Yankees. That's going to be a big one.
Oh, man, that will be good.
Now here's Canzone. Oh, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Come on, Canzone. Get with the program. Just swing your bat.
Now we're at 1-0.
I know you feel good about being a part of Team
1-0.
Italy, but
Low for a ball, 2-0. Yeah, Italy had quite a run, but you know that most of those players were not, like, no offense, they were not Italy blood born.
Well, the thing is, because there were a bunch of people all like, oh, why are we celebrating this? I'm all like, the fact is what they're trying to do is to make the sport popular. And I will say that they did that because quite literally half of the country tuned in to watch one of their games.
2-1. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field, and that is going to be gone.
Really
That's a home run from Tom Canzone, and the Mariners take the lead, and that is going to be the Mariners 2 and the Guardians 1, and what a start. for Dom Canzone, and that is a way to more than set the tone, as if we always make fun of him on this show, but he hits a home run.
You know what? It's that leftover espresso that he had from the espresso machine.
No, it was from that video. It was that video that keeps showing over and over.
It could have been that as well.
I think when he was scrolling, he must have saw that, and he worked his tail off in the minor leagues for that.
Yeah, it could have been that, and it also could have been when he was playing on Team Italy. He kept watching it and drinking espresso. He's all like, I'll show them.
Yeah, Canzone that's a good start.
Yeah, but the thing was it was their game against Puerto Rico, and it was reported that half of the country of Italy tuned in to watch that game, and that had been like the first nationally televised baseball game in the country. So
now we're at 1-1 for Cole Young.
If you're MLB, that is a huge win.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike two. No, I will say that no matter how anyone feels about the World Baseball Classic, how the players got on which countries, it was still a very good tournament to watch.
Oh yeah, very, very good. Though we do know now 3 of the 6 teams that will be representing in the Olympics
1-2
for baseball.
And strike 3 called, and that's going to retire the side. But what happened was Dom Canzone hits a home run, and the Mariners now have a 2-1 lead. Very nice hit. And now I got to show off some burgers. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
But yeah, with the World Baseball Classic, they decided, so in the Olympics, there are only 6 teams that can represent in baseball when they do have baseball. And so 1 goes to the host, of course, and 2 go to American teams based on how they finished in the World Baseball Classic here. So Dominican Republic and Venezuela will be those other 2 spots.
And you would think that a couple Asian teams are going to get in there.
So the remaining 3 spots are split between 2 tournaments. One will be the WBSC Premier 12, which is next year. And that will be the best Asian team and the best European or Oceania team, basically Australia. Whoever is the best out of those 2 groups. So the United States could win it, and it's just whoever finishes best there. So if you're an American team, it really, you can compete there, but there's not as much writing on it because it's only.
And we are back from the break.
And then
that's going to be inside for a ball 1-0.
Best European or Australia. And then finally, in early 2028, there will be a final qualifying tournament where everyone except in the Americas can compete for that final spot. So if you are someone like Korea, what you're hoping for is if you don't win the spot for the Premier 12, you're hoping Japan does, and you're also hoping Australia is the other one. So it removes them.
It is now 1-2 for Rokio. I probably said his name wrong.
It's that or it's Rokio.
Rokio sounds more accurate. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Logan Gilbert's actually pitching pretty well.
Yeah, though we'll see how far he can make it because almost 50 pitches here. And it's only the 3rd inning.
And now it is going to be Stephen Kwan back to the top of the lineup. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. Oh, look what we got here. How much do you think we have to pay Josh to wear Mariners gear? How much do we have to pay you, Josh? Actually,
I don't own any Mariners gear, and I can't exactly get Mariners
and
gear.
Actually, personally, I don't want that because I think it destroys the authenticity of you. I have some friends that are trying to jump on the. I have a friend from the A's fan base. He's trying to go to the Mariners. I was like, no, just stay with the A's. Vegas is not a bad option. The pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Wait, what? 20? Wait. 24 to 22.
That was the game I've been glancing at.
Is that the Final Four or the Elite Eight?
Sweet 16.
Wow.
Elite Eight is
1-2. Strike 3 called, and what an inning for Logan Gilbert. That's 2 strikeouts in this inning. That should be strikeout number 6, I believe. Oh, we got a challenge. The first challenge. Yep, that's a strike. Bye-bye.
Wow, you're going to waste the challenge on that, but not, the obvious call earlier.
That was an obvious one, man. That was a beautiful pitch.
Which, unfortunately, if Houston loses, there goes my champion in my bracket.
Oh, I got to show you the score of my bracket. It's really bad to look at the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Maybe you'll laugh just as much as, man, I don't know. I'm also going to do the World Cup bracket, too. That will be a lot of fun. And now we're at 1-0. And now the pitch.
Oh.
And that's going to be outside for a ball. Yeah, I am painfully in last place in the bracket.
I think I'm in last place in my bracket pool, too.
The pitch. And that's going to be popped up to right center field. And here coming in is Luke Raley. Actually, it's Cole Young who makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. And we're going to go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Taco lovers, this one's for you. Come enjoy tacos autenticos at Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, packed with flavor, made with love, and always fresh. Try our carne asada, al pastor con piña, and more. Topped with cebolla, cilantro, y a squeeze of lime. Pair it with a cold drink and relax at our outdoor seating. Perfecto para disfrutar. Find us at the Snoqualmie Mexican food truck, open daily. Ven con hambre, sal fiez. Okay, how's my Spanish accent? Be honest.
Well, for someone who doesn't speak Spanish, it was all right.
Sí, gracias. Gracias, señor. Gracias, amigo.
You can speak Spanish better than I can, and I took 4 classes of Spanish.
Oh, man. So there is my bracket. Look at that. Rooftop Sports bracket 340, and this guy's like at 560.
Yeah.
And here was my selection.
Oh my God.
Didn't Kansas lose in like the 2nd round?
Kansas lost in the 2nd round to St. John's.
To St. John's out of all teams.
I actually have St. John's making it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I'm not all about that college basketball stuff.
I picked VCU to beat North Carolina. Though I did pick Wright State to beat Virginia and Troy to beat Nebraska.
I also got to show you my fantasy baseball team, too.
But I will say, in my defense on both those picks, Nebraska had never won a tournament game, and Virginia is just notorious for losing to really bad teams sometimes because they've lost to a 16 seed and multiple 13 seeds. Yeah, not good.
And we are back from the break. And now it's going to be Leo Rivas, the hero. And now the pitch from that Cardinals game that we did together. That was a crazy day for obvious reasons, unfortunately. But but I think we did our best to spread joy and comedy.
Yeah.
Now the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike one. He has 2 home runs. That was 2 home runs from last season for Leo Rivas. He did contribute pretty well in the playoffs, the pitch, and that's going to be popped up to shortstop area.
Yeah.
He's going to be there, and he makes the catch.
I wasn't going anywhere fast.
Yeah, and someone in the comments said that J.P. Crawford needs to come back. I mean, he does because he's just milking time for Colt Emerson, Mariners' top prospect and shortstop, who's playing in AAA Tacoma.
Yeah. Well, it's because they don't want to, use the whole. Oh, I was wondering what that was on the MLB page. Because I'm looking at the MLB.com game day, and it actually shows you how many challenges each team has for
Mariners' first ever leadoff home run in Mariners opening day history.
Huh. Actually, that's not surprising.
Brennan Donovan made history. And now it's 1-1 for Donovan. Very patient at the plate.
Well, if you're Donovan, if you're one and done,
No, it's going to be a foul ball.
You'll be in the record books at least.
He's batting 1,000.
Hey, you could be like that one other player who has the perfect on base percentage.
The 1-2 and now the pitch.
And he walked.
And low for a ball. Is now 2-2.
Because the pitcher couldn't throw a strike.
No. And now the 2-2. Now here's going to be a liner, and that is caught by Hoskins, and that's going to be 2 outs already. Talk about Mariners' volatility of offense. And now we got Cal Raleigh up to the plate.
You could be the Astros. They didn't score a run.
But it's early. Wouldn't you say that?
But just seeing how my Astros have been performing, I'm all like, oh, this is going to be a long season.
You think so, huh?
Well, it's just it looks like they didn't change anything in the offseason.
That is true. The pitch.
It feels exactly the same that it did last season and the season prior. And it's just all like, it's not working.
Now we're at 0-1 for Cal Raleigh. He's batted .247 last season, 60 home runs. The pitch, and hits the dirt.
And
he swung at it. Maybe that's why he didn't win the MVP, because they saw that. They foresaw that. But Cal Raleigh was easily one of the forces throughout the playoffs. I mean, cannot deny that.
And also, I'm just going to say it. Without Cal Raleigh doing his 60 home runs, I don't know if the Mariners make the postseason.
No, and also that is strike 3, and Cal Raleigh goes down. That was a 1-2-3 inning, and Tony goes, do you think Mariners did enough in the offseason? No, they did not bring back Suarez, and they did not bring back Polanco. Maybe they should have brought back a bona fide number 1 starter, which that does seem a bit of a pipe dream. But all right, continue, Josh, while I bring up my fantasy baseball draft.
But the thing is that as they've shown previously with voting for MVP, if there is a chance where there's a player who basically carried their team to the postseason or is the face of the team that makes the postseason and they're kind of out of nowhere and stuff, they usually win the MVP. So why Judge won it, I don't get it. He didn't even really have like a good season. Like, you have more of an argument of Judge not winning, like, of Judge should have won the 2017 MVP than you do the last season. He had no reason to win it.
Well, here is my baseball. My first round pick, I was an 8th overall. Oh, by the way, look at number 5. Do you see number 5?
Why is someone picking up Adley Rutschman?
Exactly.
Why?
So I
and
picked
also, why was Skubal on there that long?
So you think I got a steal?
Oh, yes. The
second round, I picked Kyle Tucker. I mean, he has like unlimited plate protection with the Dodgers. You're still not over that. I love that.
It's more of a product of the fact that the system's broken and it needs some fixing.
And don't forget, most of his contract is actually an incentive contract because he didn't want to pay the California state income tax.
Well, who does? Like, did you hear how much that Sam Darnold had to pay the state of California?
Yep. And he lost money in the Super Bowl. Now the pitch. And now there's going to be fly ball popped up to right center field, and Julio's going to be there, and he makes the catch.
If I was the NFL and I really wanted to stop this absurdity, I would just be all like, okay, from here out, we're only going to have the Super Bowl in Tennessee, Florida, and Texas, and Washington if they don't pass that bill. That is it.
Washington has passed a bill. The governor just hasn't signed it.
Well, if the governor signs off on it, Washington excludes themselves. So then it's just Tennessee, Florida, and Texas.
Talk about not progress. It's a regression. Yeah. And John Schneider even admitted that it's going to hurt.
Well, yeah, I'm all like,
0-1.
You're going to make it to where a lot of players are going to teams are going to struggle to bring players in.
And back.
They can't pay them unlimited dollars like the Dodgers can.
We're at 1-1. And now the pitch.
It's harder to justify going to a place like that.
Yeah, that's going to make the Dodge. That's the whole thing. That's where the rich is going to get richer for little things like that, because now Seattle takes himself out of negotiations against the Dodgers potentially.
Yeah.
And now we're at 2-1, the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is stopped by Naylor to toss over the first. That's going to be in time.
Because honestly, as I see the labor dispute that is going to come up at the end of the season, because there's no avoiding it. It's going to happen. Owners are going to push for a cap, and they're going to get a cap because they will not settle for no cap. The thing is, they will have to give some things up. I imagine first thing that's going to happen is probably as a little token is they will say, oh, you players that want to participate in the Olympics, go participate in the Olympics.
Now the pitch to Bo Naylor, swing and a miss.
That is a bargaining chip, essentially, of that. Because for the longest time, players really haven't been allowed to participate in the Olympics, which is why baseball, with only one exception, hasn't shown up in the Olympics since 2008. It's just MLB doesn't sponsor it. And so the IOC.
So they did the Olympics in 2021.
Well, the thing is about that one, why that's the exception, is so more recent Olympics, they've actually done it to where the host can actually propose some games to be added in, some just to try things out, and then
I think that was a demonstration too.
Like demonstration, but also local flavor, which is why Paris got breakdancing.
Now the pitch low for a ball, and South Korea also got Taekwondo for the 1988 Olympics.
Oh yeah, and for 2028, of course, baseball's coming back. You're also having flag football. There's squash, and there was two others I can't remember.
Probably in hot dog eating contest too. That's as American as it gets.
Joey Chestnut coming out there.
And now there's going to be a fly ball to right center field, and Julio was there, and he makes the catch, and another 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez will be due up next, then Josh Naylor, and then Randy Arozarena. And now let's go through my draft results. So it was Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
Third round, I picked Nick Kurtz out of the A's.
Huh. That could be a good one.
Matt Olson was a fourth round pick.
That's not
Mason
bad.
Miller, I picked him as my closer.
Wow. You got that Cease and Schoolball? What the heck is this?
It's a 12-team league.
You're just all like, how were Mason Miller and Dylan Cease left?
Then Hunter Goodman of the Colorado Rockies. Tyler Soderstrom. I really went on the A's on this one.
Yeah.
Connor Griffin. Jackson Holiday, 10th round pick. I think that's a steal if he's healthy.
Yeah. Could be.
Jacob something. Robert Suarez. Chandler Simpson. Japanese starter. Okamoto of the Blue Jays. Sheehan of the Dodgers, because they have how much depth does he have with the Dodgers? Carlos Correa, 17th round pick. Then I went Adolis Garcia and Noelvi Marte. But yes, the funniest pick of the entire draft was the 5th overall pick, Adley Rutschman.
And I don't get that there.
No one does. When it happened, literally everyone laughed. Like everyone just like I was throwing a party, the fantasy party, and when they saw Adley Rutschman, everyone just like, wait, it was like the Bill Simmons, whoa, whoa.
Okay, I looked it up. It's lacrosse and cricket, which actually I was kind of surprised on those two.
Cricket, that'll be a one.
I could see cricket staying.
And we are back from the break as we got Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner and caught right by the third baseman.
Right to the third baseman.
Jose Ramirez. David Segui is now making a visit. He was part of the Mariners, played 233 games with the Seattle Mariners.
But yeah, for the whole labor dispute, I could see the Olympics being the first thing, and they could do it like how, and honestly,
now here's going to be a ground ball right to first base, and it's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 outs already.
Is they should very much structure it like NHL does theirs when the Olympics come around, where they just take extended time off. And honestly, MLB should just say, okay, there's no all-star like there's an all-star break, but we don't have an all-star game, and the all-star break is longer, and we just call it the Olympic break.
Olympic break. You like that idea?
Well, honestly, it's a smart idea. Now, it probably would mean you would have to shrink that season. Probably you'd shrink it down to 154.
Except I don't want to do that. The 1-0.
Probably not, but the thing is that you really can't add those games on at the beginning or at the end of the season, because it's kind of set up in a way that you want to start at that point in time and then finish at that point in time, because it starts getting too cold.
It is now 2-1 for Randy Orosadena.
So I
now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball popped up to left field, and this is going to be another 1-2-3 inning caught by Stephen Kwan, and that is going to retire the side. Both teams really doing nothing with each other.
At least they both scored runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see them doing that. Because you could still keep the games going, but you would get lesser quality performance because all the all-stars would be playing in the Olympics. So sure, if you're one of those mid teams, man, this is the time to go. But I could see that being a bargaining chip to try to get the cap through, because the players do want that. They want to be able to participate in the Olympics. So I could see that being a bargaining chip.
I still think World Baseball Classic is still going to be the bigger tournament for baseball.
It will. But I could see the Olympics there, because the thing is that MLB in a way also does want the Olympics to sponsor baseball, because it comes down to this. World Baseball Classic attracts baseball fans. the Olympics attracts
Everyone.
Exactly. And so if you want to expand your fan bases, the best way to do it is have the Olympics.
Major League Baseball players playing in the Olympics is what they're trying to do. It's going to be tricky. Another idea, well, it's not going to happen, but actually you can't. You can't really, or maybe put the Olympics like in March and do the same thing then. But they're not going to do it just for baseball. That's the thing.
Well, and the thing is, at one point in time, like, and this is early, like the earliest Olympics, they did actually spread the Olympics out over several months, but they really didn't work. And you could do it here, but it wouldn't be the same. You'd just be all like, well, then the Olympics started in March, not here at the opening ceremony.
Then it's not the Olympics anymore.
Yeah. And so it will probably come down to that. They're just all like, okay, we'll take a longer break.
And we are back from the break, and that is going to be going right through for a base hit. It was a nice hit by Reese Hoskins, and now we got a man on first base.
There is a way, if you didn't want to shrink the season, there is a way you can get around it. No one would like it, but you could do doubleheaders. Because you would only have to do a few for each team to make up for the extra week that you would have to take off at least. So
Dodgers just destroyed.
Yeah,
destroyed.
They did.
The Diamondbacks.
And it was all in one inning, really.
Well.
That's just how the Dodgers do it. I always do it that way.
And now the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball.
Now another bargaining chip that and this will be the players really pushing for it. Now, will it come in? I hope it does. It's a floor. Like,
well, yeah,
honestly,
we need the floor.
MLB needs to follow NHL's example, where there's a hard cap and a hard floor, and it keeps all the teams relatively competitive. Like NHL, while yes, there is some tanking, you don't nearly have you don't have as bad of tanking that you.
How about this? How about the Mariners? They should have a higher floor. Yeah, they should raise the floor on them so they can actually spend the money.
But yeah, there should be a floor, and that's what the players will push for, and I could see it being like a bargaining chip.
Too.
Okay.
Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep left center field, and that is going to be dropping for a base hit, and this ball game could actually be tied. And is he going home? Did he go to third base? It's now runners on second and third with nobody out. Now you're waking up, right?
Yeah. Logan might be in trouble here.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Because you can't really I think what you do is you intentionally walk. You intentionally walk Arias to get to Rocchio, who's not doing that good, but then you're also risking to get to the top of the lineup. But I think at this point you really don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah. You might just have to say, hey, if it looks like I'm going to walk him, I'll just walk him.
He's not going to walk him, but I think he should walk him. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Point where you're going to have to let someone face you. You can't just keep walking everyone. Oh, I don't want to face them. I'm going to walk them. You just walked in a run. I don't want to face them.
Now we're at 0-1 now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And Naylor should be there.
That was good.
And he makes the catch.
Needed that.
I got 14 people on the channel. I'd like more people on there to engage.
Since it's been a moment since someone has commented on these.
I know. If it wasn't for you, I'd be a lot more lonely. And now here's Rocchio up to the plate.
And then
Rocchio, the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball.
Another thing that needs to happen with the whole labor dispute is they need to fix the deferred contract like crap. You should not be able to defer 90% of a contract.
Comment of the game so far. Now the pitch. And now here's a liner to right field, and that is going to be a fair ball nearly going to the corner. One run is going to score. 2 runs is probably going to score. And the third and second not in time. And now the Guardians have now taken the lead to make it 3-2 on a 1-out double by Rocchio.
I did like that comment. That comment was great. It's like the classic one that, we've gotten this before GTA 6.
What do you think comes first? The announcement of the Sonics coming back, or GTA 6? That actually would be funny.
Well, from what I've been reading on it, is most likely there will be a team announcement like that they have an ownership group by the end of this year.
They're saying July is the ETA right now.
Well,
and now there's Stephen Kwan.
The plan is that by the 28th season, they want that and the Vegas franchise going. So there's going to be a quick turnaround here. And I imagine they already have a lot of the stuff lined up, because you know that even if it's not the main owner, part of the ownership group for the Sonics is going to be the Kraken.
It is Samantha Holloway,
because they own climate control. So
that's what they bought it for.
And the thing is that they do that to avoid situations.
And now here's going to be a fly ball. This actually could be blue, but nope, it's going to be caught by Leo Rebob. How many MLB games have you all gone to solo?
I've not gone to any MLB games solo.
I have gone to 2 spring training games, but I'm planning to go to the game on April 17th for my best friend's birthday. I'm throwing him a birthday party. Too bad I'm not Mr. Beast to pay for everyone, though. That 20-something playoff draw was brutal for them. It was hell.
Yeah. But every team goes through those. They do.
But not like the Mariners. That one was just unusual.
That was special.
That was a generation.
It was like the Browns there, where it got so bad that they had to do the beer cooler promotion.
And that they did a parade for the 0-16 perfect season.
Well, and then they did another parade for them winning a game the next season.
But not like the M's. They still say that the Mariners were worse than the Browns.
And honestly, the Browns, those fans hate themselves. They really do.
Hey, I like the Browns.
Well, yeah, but I'm just all like, see, we like them because they're the lovable losers.
Now here is Chase, who hit the first home run. Now the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and fouled.
Because we were celebrating when they won a game because they were going to open the beer coolers. Like, that was the whole Bud Light promotion, that when the Browns win a game, we'll open the beer coolers.
0-1. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike 2.
Everything went downhill for the Browns once they signed a certain quarterback for
Deshaun Watson. No, they traded for him and gave up a lot of draft capital.
And then paid him a lot of cash. When they had
literally cash, guaranteed money.
Yeah. And you had Baker.
He was doing just fine.
Yeah. Well, didn't they get rid of the 116 win banner for the Mariners?
No, they still have it.
Because for a while there, didn't they just replace it with a wild card banner for wild card appearances?
Yes, I hated that. They replaced the ALCS one. I hated it.
Because I'm all like, at least with 116 wins, that's a cool little achievement there.
That was legit.
Yeah.
But then, we made it to the playoffs in 22. Woo! That everyone else does. That 1-2.
Well, I'm all like,
go for a ball.
Thing is that most teams don't separate them. They just put it all in playoff appearances. Like the Astros do have a flag for each of their playoff appearances. you just don't see them unless you know where to look. The flags as they are now is you have one bar for World Series, and then you have one bar for league champion.
Now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. And that's going to be fouled again. Mariners have playoff participation banners in the 116. Banner hurts me. Every time I see it, I see for the reminder. Yep, that sounds about right.
And the thing is that before the Astros won in 2017, the flagpoles actually used to have all their playoff appearances. And then after that, they moved it up to the upper deck. So if you know where to look, you can still find them, but they do make one for every playoff appearance. It's just the league representative and then World Series wins are.
Jose Ferrer is starting to get into the bullpen. And low for a ball, 3-2. Logan Gilbert is now creeping on 81 pitches. So that probably means he might be gone after the next inning, after this inning.
And as you see, 5 innings of work, only 3 runs given up. That's actually good, especially early in the season.
Now we're at 3-2. And now the pitch. And strike 3 called, and that will retire the side. And give me a few moments while I got a rant on the stories. Not a good inning for the Mariners. They just gave up 2 runs, and now they're trailing 3-2 as Logan Gilbert was dominating after giving up that home run. Now he might be on the brink of being pulled for Jose Ferrer as he is above 80 pitches, and if you're pitching 80 and giving up runs, you may not last. Do you think Seattle can come back? Sorry, new to baseball. There's still a few innings to go. It's just
we've all seen the song and dance before.
World Series, baby. You gotta love these guys. Please don't tell me you actually saw the entirety of the 1996 Seattle Mariners. You gotta love these guys.
Well, back when you showed all those, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I exposed them to you, yeah. But they literally made the Mariners not making they didn't make the playoffs in 96, but they still made an hour-long documentary of saying, oh wait, what commercial? Easily, they'll get some hits. It's just a matter of them getting the big hits, which is true. World Series. He wants the World Series baby again. Let's see if there's another commercial coming up. If there isn't, then I'm going to have to wait another one.
My point is it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, people pleading 3.
Nope, sorry, we're back from the break.
Griffey, and he's got a walker. I'm all like, it would have been funny, Jamie Moyer, and he's 90s years old.
He literally, here's Luke Raley, and now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field, and that's gone! That's a home run! It barely left the field, and Luke Raley has tied the game, and that was literally a bullet just barely went over the fence, and the Mariners are back in business again.
World Series, baby!
It literally just cleared the fence.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's probably the funniest home run I've saw. That was Nuke Raley. Yeah, what is going on? I'm serious, yeah. And now here's Dom Canzone. Can he do it himself? And now the pitch? Outside for a ball. If Dom Canzone hit a home run on that first pitch, I think there would have been some seismic activity. As now we're at 1-0 for the Canzone. Now the pitch. That's going to be right in the middle for a strike.
Oh. Also, do you remember with the World Baseball Classic where DeRosa got the team drunk?
He did? Swing and a
Yes.
miss, strike two.
After the Mexico game, he got the team stone-faced drunk, not realizing that they hadn't clinched a spot in the next round. And yeah,
Another 1-2. Low for a. Oh, that's why we lost. They lost focus.
well, yeah. After that point, they were never the same. They played really hicky after that, and that's also why they lost to Italy.
2-2. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to second base, throw to first in time.
Now Mexico didn't have an excuse. They just
This guy makes a point. We're allowed to only hit home. Yes, live and die by the home runs. In case you Mariner fans have not been paying attention, they are live and die.
The king of the three true outcomes.
Strikeouts, home runs, and what? Strikeouts in the dirt? And now the pitch to Cole Young. That's going to be outside for a ball. 3 hits, 3 home runs.
And now, what do we need? 3 errors?
Mariners offense is that volatile.
Yeah.
Which Mariners pitcher do you think ends the season with most wins? I cannot answer that because many of them end up having no decisions.
Well, and yeah, it's just because of how archaic the win stat is. It's hard to tell, but if I had to guess, I would probably say Brian Wu.
Mariners still think they're in the Kingdom. Imagine if this offense was in the Kingdom.
Oh, they would be hitting perfectly. Or
300 home runs season probably.
Or just imagine if they were in a place like Dyken Park, which it's still weird to say Dyken Park. They would at least be hitting pretty well because you do have the short porch over there with the Crawford box.
They do, yeah. And it's 2-2. Mariners were the 3rd best team in baseball in home run rate. Oh, yeah, that's an obvious one right there. Because they're that volatile. Now we're at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch.
Great thing
inside
about
for a ball.
Houston is everyone talks about how it's such a hitter's park. And I'm all like, yeah, in that one area it is a hitter's park. Everywhere else it is not a hitter's park.
They're challenging the call. Oh, that's a strike.
Yep. Would have been nice if they lost that challenge because then they wouldn't have been able to challenge anything.
And I think that was on a 3-2 count, too.
Yeah, so that was a strikeout.
That was a smart call. It was gutsy, but it was smart.
You're at a moment where the game's tied and stuff, and you don't know how long Bibby's going to keep going.
Now we got Leo Rivas. Only 62 pitches, though.
That's because Houston has no hitting philosophy. They have no hitting philosophy. They really don't.
But you feel the team is now abandoned.
Well, they just need something. They need a hitting philosophy.
I really do think the A's are the sleeper team of the West. I've been saying it every year. I think it's coming.
Yeah. And it's just hit home runs for Houston. And I'm all like, if you went for just playing small ball, you would do so damn good.
A's haven't played today. They're going to be playing tomorrow. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. They'll open the season against the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Oh, great. Mariners are going to be on Apple TV tomorrow. Great. They're just going to keep taking our money.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball is finding many different ways to take our money.
Well, and I'm honestly all like, it's stupid. They really shouldn't do that. Like, the NFL is trying to shoot themselves in the foot, but smartly, they still keep most of their games on easily accessible TV.
Yes, NFL is at least fair. I think A's are going to sweep Toronto. Please, no. I do not want to compete with the A's. I'll deal with Toronto later. No.
If that happens, then we all know we're in trouble if the A's sweep.
Yes, that's why I don't want that to happen. Now, granted, it is just the first. Don't forget, it's just the first week, and usually you can't really get a good idea until maybe after April. I do think that the Mariners are going to be a 500 team by the end of April. That's how they do it. They always start like around 500 ball.
My Astros are going to be below 500. They always do. They always start below 500 for whatever reason.
And then in June, they just get hot all of a sudden for like pretty much no reason.
And that's because they hit a few home runs. And then after that, the home runs just dry up, and then that's it.
Mariners were 18-12 by the end of April. So they actually did have they had a great start in April.
It was the midseason that they slowed down, but kept some pace.
3-2.
Didn't fall too far behind.
Foul ball. I have 17 people on. The engagement is pretty good so far. Now, I don't mean to be greedy, but I'm going to be greedy. If you can hit that donate button and throw something in there, that would be cool. But I know.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, and use my SeatGeek promo code. The pitch. Up high for ball 4, take your base. Rivas gets on base. And I think that's the first time the Mariners actually get on base. This.
Didn't Cal walk his first time?
I don't think he. No, he did. It was a double play. Yeah, that's what it ended up being. Yeah. But I think the Mariners do deserve some kind of a standing ovation. Just one. Now here's Brendan Donovan. Now the pitch. And that's going to be right in there for a strike. It's been a crazy week for me. I mean, today I was decked out in Mariners gear. Yesterday I was decked out in Sonics gear.
Yeah.
Now we're at 0-1. The pitch. That's going to be a foul ball.
Well, I'm also I'm hoping that, some things come out. Maybe a WNBA team is moving to Houston, and then maybe the NHL decides, hey, we're going to expand. We're going to give Houston a franchise.
Maybe.
Now we're at 0-2. The fact that they
first and barely not in time.
Yeah.
Shall I say? Leo Rivas was 6 for 6 in stolen bases with 2 outs. I would take a chance on it. Like, what do you got to lose other than getting out of the inning? Just do it. And that will put Donovan at reset for the next inning. So I would just steal the base and see what happens. Now we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. And that should get Rivas to third base. And that is going to be runners on first and third. What a hit and what a debut for Brendan Donovan. And he gets to second base on a double.
Yeah, I don't even know what the third baseman was doing.
Not only shout out to the Houston Comets, but shout out to legend Tina Thompson, one of the OGs of the WNBA.
And the Houston Comets are probably the only reason why the WNBA even survived its early years.
And then they just folded it. It felt like it was out of nowhere, too.
Well, there's a long reason why they folded. It's the same.
Now here's Cal Raleigh up to the plate.
Houston, up until fairly recently, hasn't even had a minor league hockey team in Houston. It's one man. His name is Les Alexander. Dude's a douchebag.
Now we got Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh's up to the plate. He has a huge opportunity. He doesn't necessarily have to hit a home run, but if he does, then great. Now the pitch. And he's trying to hit a home run because that is a swing and a miss, strike one.
And you don't need it. You just play some small ball. But everyone, preaches, you got to hit the home run. You got to hit the home run.
You got to love these guys.
Yeah.
Now the 0-1. And that's going to be in there, strike two. I think Cal Raleigh might actually try to challenge it. Maybe he should give it a shot. I think I would challenge it. And...
Oh, no, don't challenge
it. It would have been borderline. That's why Cal didn't do it.
Well, yeah, and I'm also looking at it here. Yeah, he would have lost that.
And that would lost challenge right there. Need a dumper single. Jays almost won last year by small ball. They almost did.
Well, and the Brewers, until they peed their pants against the Dodgers, looked like they
oh my God. 0-2. The low Series. For a ball.
Because the Brewers,
a lot of Blue Jay. I think you noticed on my YouTube channel, a lot of Blue Jay fans really liked what I said. It's like, hey, we shouldn't have booed George Springer because that was karma.
Yeah.
It was Pandora's box.
But yeah, going to the whole thing. So when the WNBA was set up,
Hold on, 1 and 2, up high for a ball. Okay, fine.
That they did to help secure those teams early on is that they tied it to their NBA franchises. So the NBA owner also owned the WNBA team. Stable ownership, essentially.
We're at
They
2
don't
and
do
2
that
now.
anymore.
The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. And Cal was really trying to go for that home run, and now I got to have a little rant on the stories again.
World Series, baby.
Oh yeah, speak up. I got to do that again. That's what they wanted again.
My point was, it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro when Ichiro was like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying, like Haniger comes back, and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever, and all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter is like, "World Series, baby! Let's go! Let's go!" He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Hanny, baby. He's going to come and save the Mariners.
But yeah, going on to the point there. So the reason why it ended is a few owners, led by Les Alexander, pushed for that ownership deal to go away. And as soon as he did it, he sold the team to a furniture store owner and then bankrupted said furniture store owner. And yeah, that's what killed the comments.
Sounds about right. That sounds like a very depressing story.
Now,
business.
Thing is, it does sound like that the Connecticut Suns might be moving because Fertitta is looking to buy them. And if he does get his way and buys them, he will move them here and they will just be called the Comments.
Why not?
Since the records are still here and there's nothing like the Seattle Metropolitans where they can't use the Kraken can't use the Metropolitans.
I heard that name is owned by some Asian guy and he refuses to sell it.
Well, it's largely because he thinks he should get more money for it and the Kraken keep lowballing him. And then he sued the Kraken. I don't know where that went.
Oh, man, weird.
Well, it was because during Christmas or it was one of their like kind of like it wasn't an all-star game, but it was one of their special games. The Kraken had this
one low for a ball,
very much themed around the Metropolitans. Like it said Seattle in the S, and then it was done in the barber shop style where it was all these different colors and like
a 1-1.
One another.
And popped up, and that's going to go to Brendan Donovan.
Well, there
Makes
goes
the
my
catch.
champion in the bracket. Houston is getting crap kicked out of them. It's 44.
Did you pick Houston and win it all?
Yeah, I had Houston winning it all. I shouldn't have picked them. Well, now it's 44-31, but still, Houston has only scored 9 points in the second half.
Oh, here's the moment where I go, no, Dan Wilson, don't do it. No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Now, let's see why he's doing it. 86 pitches. He had 7 strikeouts. The next batter is going to be Bo Naylor, Reese Hoskins. I think they're doing it because because he got killed by. That's why.
Now, I will say for your fantasy team, didn't you draft Jacob Milorski for the Brewers?
Yes, I did.
He got 11 strikeouts in today's game.
Yeah, man. No, but I'm
and he
trying
only
to
gave up 1 run.
I can actually understand. Now I'm kind of getting smart, but I think they could have just waited until Manzardo was done and Bo Naylor because they were 0 for 2. They were just scared of Reese Hoskins.
Yeah.
So they just wanted to get it over with, I guess. And another excuse to keep the pitch count low.
Jose Ferrier is coming in to replace Logan. From what I've heard about the Connecticut Suns, now there hasn't been an update in a bit, but the sounds were that they were moving and that the one that was looking to buy them was Fertitta, and he had the best offer other than local ones. So they could still stay in Boston, but it does sound like that. And the WNBA kind of wants the Suns to move to Houston because they kind of have been. That's why with recent expansions that they've done in the WNBA, that's why they haven't really given Houston a good shot. Is they're just hoping Houston buys a team. Well, they're all like, we don't want to waste an expansion team on Houston. If Houston's going to just go buy this team here, why waste an expansion franchise on that when you could just do it in another market that would have been overlooked had you given it to Houston.
Yeah. And now here is Jose Ferrer, the ground ball pitcher, the pitch. And that's going to be a liner, so much for being a ground ball pitcher. But that's going to be a base hit, and he might go actually to second base. Bobbling the ball is Luke Raley. But I think he remains at first base anyway.
Yeah, he remained at first. It was probably a smart move on his end because...
Sorry, Denali, we're full. He goes on my 2K streamings all the time. He's like, can you be a Lakers fan? Can you be a Lakers fan? How much money do you need to be a Lakers fan? I was like, don't even bother. I mean, you can give me the money, but you will be very disappointed. There's going to be a ground ball, could be a double play ball, throw to second, and there's going to be no throw to first.
You know what you do? You go on one of those specialty websites that can do throwbacks, and you just do all original Lakers before they moved. You just saw like, yeah, I'm a Lakers fan. What the Minneapolis Lakers?
Now the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball.
Like that would be a little, funny little thing that, funny loophole. You just say, I am a Lakers fan, but I'm a Minneapolis Lakers fan.
The pitch. That's going to be a strike, and that was Jose Ferrer with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
And just God, no, we cannot have that.
Now we're at 1-1, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
That is too much LA stuff. Too much. And I'm all like, you could even change some of those up, and you might get some people who might root for it. Like, say you say, Angels, Ducks, Clippers, Chargers.
We're at 1-2 now. Now the pitch, and that's gonna be popped up. And that should be playable. And that drops in for a base hit.
Ooh, rough.
Now the Guardians, that puts some men on first and third.
But there are 2 outs. So you can still get out of this.
I don't know.
With the game.
And Jose Ferrer is not exactly showing his ground ball pitching ability. Luke Raley mistimed that one.
I want my Texans just to make an AFC championship game. It doesn't seem like we're ever going to make it, but I would love it.
Pete Woodworth coming onto the mound going, hey, what the heck?
That's one thing you can say, at least for the Mariners. They have made an ALCS.
Ground ball pitcher plus bad defense equals hittable pitcher. Yeah, pretty much.
Go Dodgers. Oh, yeah.
I have one person on my Facebook page.
And I'm all like, yeah, Dodgers, where you just bought everything. You just outbid everybody.
You know that at one point the Dodgers were actually a broke baseball team. People forget about that.
Yeah, because they just
had
buy
to-
everything now.
No, but they weren't even in a position to do that for a time.
Well, yeah, it's just people forget about it because now they just buy everything. So it's
Now the pitch, swing and a miss. We got some LA fans coming on. The part of losing Harry Ford was for Ferrer. Come on, man. I think the Mariners should have gotten a little bit more out of Harry Ford, but Harry Ford didn't even make the opening day squad. As we're at 0-1 the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball.
well, no. The Dodgers have the deepest pocketbooks in all of sports. It's not just one owner; it's owners, and they all have billions of dollars.
Now the
So yeah,
pitch,
you can just buy everything.
outside for a ball.
Well, why go to this other team when the Dodgers will pay you more? It's all like that's the problem.
Name the 3 best players from Seattle, from the Mariners or from Seattle in general. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up to right field, and Luke Raley should be there. And he makes the catch, and the Mariners do get out of a jam.
Ken Griffey,
Junior. Dennis Rodman's going to be in Washington State at the Washington State Fair. If I'm allowed to film and be like, "Hey, Dennis Rodman, do you think you should have been the '96 Finals MVP against the Sonics?"
I love that. Wearing the Dodgers uniform is an honor. I'm all like, if it was such an honor, you would take a pay cut. Like, honestly, that's what it is. If it's such an honor to wear the uniform,
Logan got taken out. Jose Ferrer came on, almost caused some problems, but the Mariners got out of it anyway, going into the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, I'm trying to like innovate every single year, trying to get all Facebook going, Instagram, Twitter's, like everything. And now you see that I'm posting stuff on YouTube now, because now if I'm doing Facebook, I might as well just do all the YouTube postings.
Yeah.
Cal then choose 2 of the best starting pitchers. Logan and Kirby. I think it's Logan and Wu.
Yeah. I would have to agree on that too.
Now I have 30 people on YouTube. I think this is our new record.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is my Black Friday. This is the Black Friday. And then tomorrow it's going to be like 5.
It probably will.
Like, I've got people on here that I've never even heard of. And I like the presence I'm getting.
Well, Awesome Munoz is not a starting pitcher. Now,
Ichiro replica statue night on April 10th against the Astros. I think I'm still going to choose. I assume that you're going to be there for that game.
Probably will. It depends on what.
Oh, look at this deal. I think this is a ripoff. Can you please be a Dodgers fan? I'll invite my friend to watch you.
No. I'm all like, yeah, name all the players that are currently on the Dodgers franchise that took a pay cut. They're all being paid exactly what they wanted. None of them have taken a pay cut. It's that or they've deferred their contract. It's all none of them have taken it. You literally
got Brandon. Como van resultado? I'm pretty sure that means what is the result.
I think. Let me.
Looks like we're going to be going into commercial break for a bullpen change. Tanner Bibby is gone. Baby. Como van resultado. How are the results? Okay. Brandon, ¿de dónde eres? Mariners, 3. Guardians, 3. 3 y 3. Comprende? Sí. Gracias. Someone knows this is Dope
Hey!
45 hat. Yeah. Shout out, baby.
But none of the, if you notice, but none of them want to watch a Mariners fan. Well, that's their loss. They don't want to watch an Astros fan either because they'll just get angry.
Well, on April 10th, like the Emperor says, welcome, Josh. I will be expecting you. I will be expecting you.
Do it. Good, Anakin.
Good. Star Wars is now a tarnished name. No one cares about Star Wars anymore.
The funny thing is, it's in better shape than Star Trek is right now.
Yeah, Star Trek is also not in good shape either. Paramount
did you hear that?
Really dropped the ball.
Well, I think since Skydance has come in, I think they're trying to clean house there.
Yeah, and I'm hoping Star Wars does the same, but I don't think cleaning house is going to be enough.
Well, honestly, two things need to happen. One, you need to clean house, and then probably, and this is for both Star Wars and Star Trek, you just need to give the franchise a break. Give it like 10 years, nothing new. And then
Dodgers
try it again.
Would have won more World Series if not for the trash throws.
Oh, cry harder. Oh no. Oh no, I'm waving a flag. Oh no.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin. This is serious. I know.
Woo! I know it's serious.
He's really got to do it. Sorry, I'm relatively new to baseball fandom. That's hilarious. Trash throws. And now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Can he be a hero? No, the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And they're saying it's tight that you're an Astros fan.
Not noticing
now the pitch.
Astros, uniform.
And that is a strike. Julio had a 30 season last season. Now the pitch. Low for a ball.
Another Astros uniform. Or another Astros uniform.
Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Well, I can't answer that question.
Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Is there anything new about Julio Rodriguez? Denali. Here's the answer. I don't even know you, and you're trying to force yourself. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it took a while because I've been watching your videos for years, and then just one time you had it open, I was just like, you know what? Let's do it.
Let's do it. I think we are the dynamic duo of the future. And more people know, they're like, oh, a Mariner fan and an Astro fan doing shows together. And now we're at 0-1 for Naylor, the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball.
But yeah, I did like that.
Doing Julio things.
Starfleet Academy got canceled after its first season came out.
The 1-1 and low for a ball.
Denali, I've been watching Rooftop since the 2022 playoffs.
Yordan
Alvarez belts it deep right field and kiss it goodbye. And the Astros walk them off. And
ironically, that's what kicked off my YouTube channel, so I can't be too angry about it. And now that the Mariners made a run to the ALCS, it's kind of a lot easier to forgive it now.
Well, yeah. And honestly, I'm also going to say this. That was the hardest series that the Astros played in.
Even though it was a sweep.
Yeah, it was the hardest. Like, sure, the Phillies did give some good games, but for the most part, there was a bunch of games where the Phillies just weren't in it.
We got 2-2 for Naylor. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to second base. Throw to first in time. That's an OG right there. I mean, Reese Beast and you, Josh, you've been here when this YouTube channel was called Rooftop Mariner.
Yeah, I remember that with your picture. Originally with your picture with like Julio. Yeah.
And now look where we are. It's called Rooftop Sports because since I was getting into the Seahawks and more of the Sonics, I'm like, yeah, I can't really do Mariners anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. Too niche.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, quote, compete with the other Mariner YouTubers. And I have a really short attention span. Now the 0-1 pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, line drive, base hit. And Randy Arozarena, and it bobbles, and he's going to go to second base, and the throw to second not in time. I think that's going to probably be a single plus an error. And, of course, Randy Arozarena does this.
Because, honestly, for Randy Arozarena, literally his entire career is that 2020 playoffs. If he did not have that 2020 playoffs, he does not have nearly the name recognition.
And he didn't bobble the ball. The ball went through the legs.
But yeah, that 2022 ALDS game one, you had the Astros come back from a monumental deficit.
Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike one as we got Luke Raley. Got a runner in scoring position, so there could be opportunity. I mean, you would think if Luke Raley hits a single up the middle or anywhere, it's going to get Randy Arozarena in with the feet that he wants when he wants to use it. Now the pitch.
He might pose there, and then the baseball just hits him in the foot, and he's just posing there, so he gets out. Be all like,
He is a poser, but hey, he's a big time poser. He's on his last year of his contract.
Well, and the thing is that other than that 20
swing and a miss, strike two,
it's always been when the lights get bright, he just vanishes.
That's why I don't like him that much.
Well,
I think
the fact that he set the single postseason record for most home runs is the main reason why he's well known.
Let's not forget that he also played in a very hitter's park in Texas too. That also might have played a little bit of a role.
Also, the fact that he played in a shortened season.
1-2. And now it's going to be a blooper that could be dropping and caught by Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, dropping right into a glove.
Well, time to I got to play a little. This deal will go through May because it's still technically through April and May. Okay, let's do it. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Getting close to being back from the break. You're playing a Game Boy.
Yes. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry Potter. Oh, wow. We got some Spanish speakers here.
Yeah.
What did I do to attract them to get their attention.
Could be the Facebook algorithm.
And I think they know that I do speak Spanish. I think they know I do speak Spanish in real life, too. I mean, the phone's listening to me, I guess.
Well, they always do. I did also like
señorita, 3 y 3. So now I'm starting to speak Spanish for so I guess I have a Spanish audience.
Yeah.
¿De dónde eres, Sofia? ¿De dónde eres? The pitch. And that is a strike. Maybe from the Dominican Republic. You never know.
Could be.
Because I did have a game between South Korea and Dominican Republic. Yeah, it wasn't really much of a game. It was basically batting practice for the Dominican Republic.
Who then just got shut out by the U.S. Well, you're facing Paul Skeens. That's why.
Yeah, Paul Skeens. Which, by the way, that should have been...
You mean future Dodger Paul Skeens and...
Probably. Tarek Skubal.
Yeah. Because they
just buy everything. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Gabe Spires, by the way, he's on. Got a haircut. I think this makes sense because the Mariners are... Jose Ferrer was actually being hit on a little bit, so they had to change it up.
Well, yeah, and it's not surprising for generally how the Mariners have been.
Eres de Mexico. Soy de Estados Unidos. The pitch. And swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
And just generally for how the Mariners have been doing their bullpen for years now, where it's usually one pitcher.
Now here's going to be a blooper that could be dropping, and that is going to drop for a base hit. And that's going to be a single. Now, I would say, Julio, go dive for it. But the problem is, it's actually harder than what it looks. Because I played softball before, and if you try to overdo it and dive, next thing you know, let's just say you'll get more exercise.
Well, let's just say it'll turn into a triple.
This next inning is crucial for Seattle. Absolutely. Let's try to get a double play ball out of Stephen Kwan, the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. A nice frame job by Cal Raleigh. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
I still like how the earliest no-hitter that I think has occurred in an MLB season has been on April Fool's Day.
The what?
Earliest no-hitter in an MLB season was on April Fool's Day. And you want to know why I know that? It was the Astros no-hitting the Blue Jays.
And throw back to first, and that's going to be not in time. Hey, let's get some of these. Let's get these people from Mexico. Let's get them on my channel, at least on my Facebook. That'd be pretty cool. I think I'll be getting them in the World Cup when it's South Korea versus Mexico. I think that's going to happen.
Definitely.
Which, 0-2.
Speaking of
foul ball.
Have you heard about all the stadium problems that they've been having where they have to cover up all the corporate logos?
Sounds about right. Which country is that one?
Well, it's here in the States.
Oh, right.
Well, there's also some in Canada and Mexico, but for the most part, it's here in the States.
Sounds about right. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, that's going to be 1-2.
Yeah, the only stadium that's allowed to keep one of their corporate logos is Atlanta because of the giant Mercedes-Benz logo on top.
The pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball and fouled.
Because the thing is that how it's set up is that even if it's on the roof and it's normally you can't see it, you have to cover it up. So like Lumen Field will have to be covered up. Yeah, and that one was supposed to be covered up, but they're all like, we don't know how without damaging the roof. So we got nothing.
Now we're at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. And he reaches it, and that's going to be popped up right to Leo Rivas. He makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs. It's been a very intense game for the Mariners so far.
Other than like a few brief lapses, it's been, decent defense.
Decent.
Yeah, there's been a few lapses.
A little bit. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. I meant line drive, sorry. And that's going to be runners on first and second.
Intense. Jesus.
It's flick of the switch, one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Mariners are playing with volatility, and we've got Matt Brash. He's getting warming up in the bullpen. I think they're going to bring him out.
It could be like with the Astros. And
nope, they're going to leave it. They're going to leave it. Jose Ramirez, they're going to take a chance on him. He's 0 for 3, so that's he's 0 for 3, so that's why they're taking the chance, the pitch. And that's going to be right in the middle for a strike. And don't forget, Gabe Spire has a very underrated fastball, too.
But, like, in the regular season, if Ryan Presley was out, he had a nickname.
The pitch,
Ryan
low
Presley.
for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. Do you think 2026 Rooftop Sports and Rooftop Mariner would fight each other? Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball, and that could go past. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to bring in a couple runs. And now the Guardians are now here's a throw to the plate, not in time, and that's going to be 5-3 Guardians.
That was bad.
That is brutal.
Well, it was also just in a bad spot to hit it in. Like that's one that unless you're set up well, you're going to have trouble getting that.
And that actually wasn't a bad pitch either. That was a dropping pitch. It's just Jose Ramirez just made a really good hit.
Yeah, it was good contact.
I mean, that's something the Mariners can't even hit. And now the pitch. And that is a strike.
That was what the Astros were trying to hit, but they weren't swinging in that area for the game.
That's a great statement. Cal and Julio looking awesome. Yeah, awesome in strikeouts. Now we're at 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
They're looking like
strike 1.
Cal
Strike 2.
Theo.
It's not looking good so far.
Since they've combined for 4 strikeouts and 1 walk.
Now we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball.
Yeah, got to get this out here.
There's no doubt about it. It's an absolute understatement. And now the pitch. And that's going to be no throw to third base.
Yeah,
Mariners screwed up not re-signing Polanco. I think that is a huge understatement.
Like, sure, Suarez, I get the whole thing of either signing him or not signing him. But Polanco, you should have kept Polanco. Because Polanco did also another.
Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Throw to first, and that's going to be in time. And now we're going to go into the 7th inning, and it is time for stretch time. It is time to take me out to the ball game. And everyone, if you don't like singing, hit the mute button. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Well, they lost.
Well, it would be a shame because the Mariners had hit 3 home runs. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Oh, there's more. There's more. Hello. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, baby said we gotta go. A fine little girl, she waiting for me. No, she's not. Catch a ship across the sea. Hello, ship all alone. We never think I will make it home. Hello, way. No. Yeah, we're screwed.
Just the comments. Those were great.
Can you show a commercial instead?
Jesus.
Please make it stop.
I think we should continue then. We're gonna.
No, how about just watch me take a selfie? The Mariners are now down 5-3. I mean, Gabe Spire had a nice little pitch, but it's Jose freaking Ramirez. What do you expect? It wasn't even a bad pitch. That was the worst part of it. Yeah. It was actually a good pitch. Sean Armstrong is now coming on as we are back from the break. Now here's Dom Canzone up to the plate, and now here is the pitch. And now here's a fly ball out to the deep right center field, and that is gone. That is Canzone's second home run of the ball game. He is on fire, and now it is just a one-run ball game, and it is now the Guardians 5 and the Mariners 4. And talk about volatility of this Mariners offense.
Well, I think it does help that he did play on Team Italy.
Yeah, he must have learned a thing or two from all those Italian players.
Well, and also just unlike with spring training games, you've got what would be called major league at-bats.
Makes the Italian hand gesture. The Dawn. Italia! Now here is Cole Young, and that's going to be a strike. Can't believe it. 2 home runs today.
Canzone, go get your espresso. He needs 2 espressos.
Now we're at 0-1 for Cole Young, and now the pitch. Oh, and Cole Young was going for that. I think the type of style hitter I'm seeing out of Cole Young, I think he'll be like a Brendan Donovan for the future. That's what I see out of him. As we're at 0-2, now the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. I really tried to hype him up.
Well, hey, we did at least have one person who did like 7th inning stretch.
Now the pitch to Rivas, and that is inside for a ball. I'd like to see Randy Arozarena and Rayleigh out of the middle of the lineup ASAP. No, just give it some time. Now the pitch. Because I don't know another good spot to put Arozarena. I don't like him as a leadoff.
9th.
Okay, let's put Leo Rivas at 6 and 7. 6-7.
Oh, no. Cringe.
And that missed it for a ball. I think that's 3-0 for Rivas. I'm going to say red light. As we're at 3-0. And now the pitch. And yep, I call the red light. Be careful what you wish for, right?
Yeah.
Dom Canzone has had 4 multi-home run games by a Mariner. 4th multi-home run player on opening day. Last was Richie Sexton. And I believe the other one was Ken Griffey Jr., the pitch. And that is a foul ball.
With the Italian team, makes me think of their game against Mexico, where that one guy got 3 home runs. And he actually came up for a 4th one, and they're all like, so do we think he's going to get it?
Now we're at 3-2 for Rivas. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He was up ahead on a 3-0 count, and then Rivas strikes out. Now we got Brendan Donovan up to the plate.
Going to have a mountain visit here.
Oh, yippee. Canzone hopefully can be locked in all season, but he won't field as much. He's not. I don't think he's a bad defender than what people are saying. He just doesn't have the speed, but I think his range is okay, and he does have some athleticism. But and now people are saying, yeah, Canzone have a good season, but let's first remember it's just the first game of the season.
Yeah, I'm all like, by that metric, Mike Trout is going to have an MVP caliber season.
Oh, did he hit a home run today?
Yes, he did.
As long as he's not playing center field, he'll be healthier-ish.
Well, honestly, I don't get why he plays center field anymore. He should just be a designated hitter. But Artie, I need to get more.
You know what's the Angels theme song, right? It's based off the urinating tree video. Have you seen that? They use that South Park tune.
Oh my god.
That's what they're using. It goes, that's literally their theme song.
Well, it sums them up perfectly.
It really does.
And the only reason why Artie came in is because Disney was all like, we're running out of money.
Yeah.
Because
they didn't realize how difficult it is.
Winning that World Series in 2002 was not cheap.
Nope. Trout threw out his back, opening a pack of sunflower seeds.
No, he just sneezed. Oh!
No, remember urinating trees Browns video? Nope, he fell trying to stand on the podium.
Or hey, if it was when all the people were complaining in the 2023 World Baseball Classic when Diaz went out, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, there was this one player who got injured walking down his."
Did I just see a Mariners cashback credit card? Cringe. But hey, they gotta make those interests on suckers.
They're desperate for money. The tax.
Brendan Donovan, and that's gonna be low for a ball. Sofia, esta 7 al momento.
But they got to make the money from the taxes they're about
to
get.
You know what? Do it. At this point, do it. You know what? I think that's why they're doing it. I think they are doing that because of the taxes.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Now the 2-0. And that is a strike. And I did see a lot of Mariner fans, including myself, were upset that the Mariners were not going to be on YouTube. But the thing is, they were starting to blame the Mariners, but it's actually Major League Baseball practice. Oh, we talked about this. And now here's 2-1 for Donovan. And he reached it. Well, he got in there, but popped up. Wow, look at all these Spanish speakers. Raleigh, no a momento. Lo siento. No bueno a momento. Y Julio Rodriguez, a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Throw to first in time. And that's going to retire the side.
So
and
got 6 more outs here.
6 more outs. And these guys want a commercial, I believe.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki. Tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're going to spread some barbecue on top. It's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. Nah, it's going to go through the entire year.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so would Rooftop Mariner and Rooftop Sports get along, or would they hate each other?
They would get along.
You think so?
Yeah. Sure.
Even OG?
Sure, one would be all right. Well, you're not focusing on the Mariners enough.
There's that. And Rooftop Mariner would just be looking at box scores and not watching the game.
That too.
There's that factor. Because it kind of helps when you do all these live streams. That means you're forced to actually watch the game. Who's Rooftop Mariner?
Yeah.
He's definitely, I think he became a sacrificial lamb for this channel. Southern Boy Money. All the Mariners need is a good 8th inning, and they got a chance for real. That sounds like a Ron Fairley comment. That sounds exactly like what Ron Fairley says. Anyone remember Ron Fairley? By the way, Casey Legumina is on the mound because Gabe Spire crapped out. But yeah, this is Ron Fairley. All the Mariners need is a good 8th inning, and they got a chance to win the game for real.
Say.
Such a Ron Fairley comment.
My champion just lost. That's the final score, 65-55. That's such a low score.
Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep left center field, but Arozarena makes the catch, the poser boy, and that is going to be one out.
He marched over like this, and then, But yeah, if you picked Houston to beat Illinois, I am so sorry. Houston lost. And Arkansas is getting their hiney handed to them by Arizona. I was hoping Arizona would bow out at that time.
Here's Reese Hoskins, and now here's the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0 and the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. And now the 2-0. And that's going to be inside for a ball. That's going to be 3-0. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
You got to do the respectful thing. You're not swinging on 3-0. Which I don't even know why that's an unspoken rule.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for ball 4. So Casey Legumino gets on base with a walk.
You mean Hoskins?
This is why I am not a play-by-play for anybody but myself. Now the pitch to Martinez, and that's going to be low for a ball.
Hey, at least it's not saying Mariners lead Mariners.
It's the Mariners 8 and the Mariners 0.
And it was even worse that was the Blue Jays.
Oh, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, who for a while basically called, T-Mobile Park Toronto South or Rogers Center South.
Pretty much. Just like 49ers, Levi Stadium was basically Lumen Field South.
Oh, here's another interesting thing for the World Cup. All the stadiums will have to have their names removed, so it'll just be generic names.
Wow, can't believe they're doing that.
Yeah, Houston Stadium. I think Levi Stadium, I want to say, is San Francisco Bay Stadium.
Foul ball. Yeah, no, just call it Santa Clara. Come on.
So and then Seattle Stadium or Seattle Field for Lumen Field.
Now we're at 1-1, and the pitch, and foul ball.
Yeah, you can blame FIFA for that because they have their own sponsors and they don't like it.
We're at 1-2, and the pitch, and fouled again.
Which, One thing I never got is why FIFA has always been so they've always been so against players participating in the Olympics for soccer. Like that's why
it's not that. It's not that. It's a U23 rule. That's why. Well, that's what you mean, right?
Yeah,
and that's going to be popped up. That's probably what they did. They probably were like, you have to do to U23.
Yeah, because
that's probably what it was.
Stupid. Like, like it should be the best players competing, and no. And I don't get why the Olympics doesn't punish soccer the same way that it does with some other sports when they pull crap like that.
Now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Way up high, and that's going to be ball 2. Tomorrow I shall be back for the Mariners. It'll be against the Guardians, of course, on Apple TV. And now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. I wonder if this could be an opportunistic year for me because all of these costs for Mariner fans is getting a little bit unbearable.
Yeah.
Just to access Mariners baseball. So maybe this could be like, okay, screw it. I'll just watch Rooftop Sports.
Honestly, you're going to start seeing it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Also, just, the channels that just pirate it.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, yeah, but you're going to see an increase as time goes on just because it's getting ridiculous. You're just pricing it out of fans. Like, luckily, you can still get them on AM and FM radio these days.
But who uses? No one uses AM FMs these days anymore.
Well, yeah, most radios don't come with an AM.
No, they don't, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. And now we got runners on first and second, and Cleveland is still putting the hammer.
And to get AM, you have to pay extra, which I don't get why they're removing AM from it because a lot of the emergency stuff still uses AM radio.
Probably not. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I know it's going to be on a Thursday, but probably not. Are you watching the UFC Seattle card this Saturday? No, probably not. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. And also considering that the Mariners are playing also on Saturday night, and I'm going to be there for that.
One thing I wish that was back was the UFL, Seattle Sea Dragons. I wish that was back.
They got folded for basically no reason.
Well, and I'm all like, I want them to come back because that was just a cool name. The Sea Dragons. That was a cool name.
It makes sense because in Chinatown, you see dragons everywhere. So I think that's where they got it from.
Yeah, and then you're by the sea.
We're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
It's way better than like the Houston ones. Roughnecks or gamblers.
The gamblers.
No, and it's hilarious because gambling's illegal in Texas still.
How ironic.
Yeah, but we have a team called the Houston Gamblers.
We're gonna if the Mariners do make it to the bottom of the 8th, this kind of clean, not so much ish. It's going to be, I believe, Cal Raleigh, Julio, and Naylor.
I can.
The pitch inside for a ball. That's going to be 2-2.
Should be. Yeah, it would be Cal, Julio, Naylor.
Josh, will we get to see more of you this season? When the Astros are out, we will still accept you. Mariner fans really do love you. Now the pitch. I think it was when you keep saying you gotta love these guys.
You gotta love these guys.
I wish I can show you that clip of you gotta love these guys, but first there's that copyright issue with using the baseball footage continuously, and then a Gloria Estefan song was being used in it too. So I really can't show it.
Well, yeah, it's not like back in the day when your channel was much smaller and you could just get away with all that.
Yeah, now that gets. I think if I get bigger, they're gonna be like, okay, Rooftop, you have to do fly ball, caught, fly ball. That's a home run. It's probably gonna go down. It could come down to that.
It could. It really depends on it.
Yeah, that's why I miss the good old days of doing that.
Looking at channels like Urinating Tree, he is able to do like footage, though it's with NFL games, but he's able to use footage there. But then
I think all of his videos are copyright claimed, and all of his money is coming from all the sponsorships.
Well, that too, but it wouldn't surprise me and stuff if
he uses copyrighted content, but it's his narration that carries the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it does.
Like he's got a gift of masterful writing.
Though one thing that was great is I was scrolling through some of his old videos years ago, and it was for the 2017 playoffs. And actually, for the Astros, the music he used was the Astros' old theme song.
And that's going to be up high for a ball. By the way, they just walked.
Hit by pitch.
It was hit by pitch. Now bases are loaded with 2 outs, and now it gets dangerous.
Yeah, but Quan hasn't done anything so far, so
a pitch.
You got a chance.
And that's going to be a strike, and
it's not a great chance, but you got a chance.
It's not good. After this, everyone's going to call doom and gloom after this. The 1-1, and that's going to be a foul ball. Thing is, you don't want to call doom and gloom after one game. And then there's extreme people that will go, yeah, but that could have been the one game to make the playoffs. I'm like, okay, not a game like this, at least.
I called doom and gloom for the Astros, and it's just one game, but
1-2.
It seems like nothing changed here.
Foul ball. I mean, it didn't seem like they really made any moves. They seem to have lost more than they've gained.
For the Astros, they did a lot of moves pitching-wise, but they were fine pitching.
By the way, do you know who was really painful to watch in World Baseball Classic? Shea Whitcomb, your guy on your system. He was swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Shea Whitcomb can hit home runs, but he strikes out. And there's a reason why he's still in that system.
Yeah. Though Zach DeZenzo, who was on the Italian team, I liked what I saw.
Yeah. Now we're on commercial break. I'm not going to call doom and gloom. I'm going to yell at clouds over 4 runs on solo home runs. Yes, that is actually concerning.
Well, yeah, that it's just all like, yeah, you got 4 home runs, but you also got 4 runs,
which is not good.
If you played a little bit more small ball, that probably would have increased your runs.
Could have. Oh, they're showing a Manny Ramirez highlight from 93. Must have been his first home run against. No, it was the first hit. Ground rule double.
Guy who will never make it to the Hall of Fame, at least while he's still alive.
Manny Ramirez thought the ball went out. It was a ground rule double.
Oh, that's the worst.
Mascot race.
So, yeah, so far, guys coming up 0-2, 0-3, 0-3. One of these should be due.
You would think.
You would think, at least.
I'm having a record day. I don't think I even had these kind of numbers on opening day. Let's look at that. Against the A's last year, here were the numbers for the A's last year. Doesn't even say what it was. Oops.
Oh.
And now we're back from the break. Now Cal Raleigh's on his right side, and now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. It is now 1-0 count. And the pitch again. And that's going to be outside for a ball, 2-0.
I do hope that we did not scare off that Dodgers fan, because that was kind of funny earlier.
He does that. I don't really care. It's not big. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
waving the flag back. That was hilarious.
On opening day last year, I had 268 views for last year's opener. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, hitting the dirt, and that's going to be strike 2.
Hey, at least, it's just a 2-2 count. You could still do something here.
335 views for the 2024 opener. And now let's go into March 30th. 85 on my OG. Now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Oh, strike 3 called, and I wonder if Cal Raw is going to challenge this. Nope, he's not going to.
Cal, why didn't you challenge that?
I think you should have challenged that. You should have challenged that.
Yeah, you should have challenged that. You're in the 8th inning. You have 2 challenges.
Yeah, I could have challenged that one.
It's not like Cleveland where they only have the one.
Now here's Julio Rodriguez, and now the pitch. And that is a strike.
You can, be a little bit more frugal when you have 2.
And now the pitch. Up high for a ball. That is going to be 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2. It's going to be a ball and 2 strikes, and Julio's not been having a good game either.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you see it, don't you? He probably struck out, didn't he? As we're at 1-2. And here's the pitch. And strike 3 called. What's new?
And it wasn't like Cal where he should have challenged that. No, that was at your knees. You should have. What are you
Julio
doing?
is practicing meditation. At least he didn't swing and miss, I guess. As now we've got Josh Naylor up to the plate, and now he's 0 for 3 to pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball foul.
But yeah, the 2 of them have combined now for 6 strikeouts.
By the way, Guardians are winning on small ball.
Exactly. They at least learned from the Brewers.
A little bit. As we're at 0-1, now the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball, nothing doing, and the throw to first in time, and a very embarrassing 1-2-3 inning on the core Mariners hitters. And I got to go on a rant right now. Please enjoy some food, although the store is closed right now, but try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides, golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort food around. Visit us today and satisfy your cravings. Julio Rodriguez is meditating, but at least he didn't swing and miss. And then Josh Naylor, a boring ground out, 1-2-3 inning against the Mariners core hitters, going in the 9th inning with Randy. Yeah, we're done. Selfie mode.
Hey, it has a camera.
Dom Canzone's going to have to go to Italia mode and hit a 3rd solo home run to keep us in it.
Honestly, what they'll probably do if it does come up to Canzone is they'll just walk him.
Oh no, he'll strike. No, no, this is what he'll do. This is I can't show it. But you gotta love these guys.
You gotta love these guys. But honestly, they wouldn't even give him the chance. They would just take the bat from him.
You think they would? Another pitcher onto the mound. It's gonna be Criswell, brand new pitcher for the Mariners, who was just acquired. I'm still at 22 people. I mean, we still have people on this show.
Yeah.
Now the pitch. Oh, and a fly ball drilled to right center field. Forget about that one. A solo home run. That's his second home run of the game by Chase. And the Guardians have extended that lead to make it 6-4.
Yeah, that might be the nail.
That might, yeah, you're right. That might actually be the dagger. Yeah, and remember, all these Mariner fans are like, it's okay. There's always next year. We'll be back. World Series, baby. Yeah, no.
I'm all like, well, you have something over Texans fans. You've at least made an ALCS. We haven't made an AFC championship game.
Noted. Ground baller Cooper Cresswell.
Yeah, that ground ball really was on the ground.
It was on the ground. It hit a ground eventually.
It eventually made contact with the ground.
Oh, that's going to be 1 and 2. This is torture.
Well, now
it's not good.
Bat out of Canzone's hand if there's someone else.
Strike 3 called, so Criswell settles down and strikes out Jose Ramirez.
The damage has already been done.
Damage already done.
And you can't use Flex Seal to fix this.
Nope. We got Manzardo up to the plate. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. I hope the Mariners win because I actually do have a brand new ending video because usually when I say goodbye, it just blacks out. I actually have like a smooth transitional ending, and it does use SeatGeek, so I want to use it, but they're not going to let me.
Yeah. Well, I will say in your NCAA bracket, if you had Arizona winning, Purdue winning, Illinois winning, or Iowa winning, you did get some points there.
Yeah, my bracket's dead. It's deader than dead.
It's deader than, the some of these teams.
It's going to be 3-1 to Manzardo.
Ooh, that was cool.
Lecamina, Criswell aren't leverage arms. They're not. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left field and fouled.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, would have expected Bizzardo or Brash in this spot, and Brash didn't even pitch today.
Well, and Bizzardo, like, he'd already done some good outings on Team Venezuela. So, I'm all like, you have someone there that you can depend on.
Yeah. And now the pitch. Low for a ball 4. Wonder how Eugenio Suarez has been doing. He's not playing till tomorrow. Oh, wait, he did play. Now let's see how he did. Suarez was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Sounds like a...
Oh, my God.
And the pitch. And that is a strike. I'm still taking it to the grave that they should have brought him back.
Oh, yeah. I get that one not re-signing him just because he was doing great, but then his vibes there, statistically, he just was a rock. And not like it wasn't a good rock, or you could say he was an anchor and not the good anchor. He was a bad
1-1.
anchor.
But there is something that Eugenio Suarez would always do, and we do miss it already.
All right, guys, goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
And that is all gone.
It was always the vibes there, but man, like
Swing and a miss,
he
strike
was
2.
Going from like someone who could actually make almost 60 home runs when he was with the Diamondbacks to someone else.
We're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball comebacker. It could be double play ball, throw to second, throw to first. And in time for the double play. Last try for the Mariners as we go into the bottom of the 9th inning. Is there anything I shall do? What commercial? Oh, let's. Okay. Canzone. Oh, Canzone's coming up. Maybe he'll watch it.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
I mean, he literally just swing. He literally just swinged at
None
the
of those
dirt.
were in the strike zone.
It wasn't even in the strike zone, and he just swinged it. Like, why?
Like, literally, that wasn't Taylor Scott being good. That was just you
really
just
bad.
swinging at crap.
And now here is the pitch. And a swing.
All 5 pitches were out of the strike zone. Literally, if he had just stood there with the bat on his shoulder, the game would be over.
Are you serious?
Well,
What a time that was.
good news. You do have 2 of your batters that did hit a home run in this game will be coming up. Unless they pull a stupid and they pinch hit.
Everyone loves it. Release your frustration.
Release your anger.
Brings you focus, makes you stronger. I love how the prequels became like a meme generator. Literally, it did.
Yeah. This is where the fun begins.
Let the pause between us. Flying is for droids.
So uncivilized. Hello there.
General Kenobi. Oh, nice broken bat shot. But that thing was just flipping.
Cade Smith is coming in for Cleveland to close this game out.
It's like a new closer. What happened to their other one?
Well, he went to jail.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, because wasn't it Clase?
Yeah, it was Jonathan. No, not Jonathan Clase, but Emmanuel Clase.
Yeah, he's in jail.
Let me guess.
For,
Same reasons as Wander Franco.
No. He was fixing games.
What a fool.
Yeah, him and another Cleveland pitcher are in jail because of that. They were fixing pitches,
2-0.
fixing games.
And that is a strike to Randy Orozarena.
So yeah, that is actually why Clase is not here. He's in jail.
Maybe I got Mexicans in here because now the pitch 2-2 because Randy Arozarena played for Mexico.
Well, he is a Mexican citizen.
He is. Escaped from Cuba.
Yeah.
Now we're at 2-2 for Arozarena. The pitch low for a ball. That's going to be 3-2.
This could get good if he can get on base.
3 people on Facebook. Not bad.
Because if he can get here, you have 2 guys who have hit a home
3-2.
run.
Now here's going to be a fly ball to not deep enough center field, and he makes the catch.
I just knew that one pitcher, 2 pitchers had been arrested for Cleveland. I don't know exactly how it had been, but it was pretty solid that both of them were going.
We all know what the worst one was. Wander Franco was the worst one.
Well, yes, for beating up children.
I know, what a man. The pitch. Now here's going to be a liner up, foul ball.
Well, and then what was ironic about it is it had been one of the few contracts that the Rays had actually handed out, like a big contract, and the guy went to jail.
I wonder if he's still getting paid, or were they able to avoid his contract?
I think because of the severity of how he went to jail, his contract, I think, got voided.
Now the pitch.
I also think Clausen
swinging a miss strike too. And now we're pretty much halfway done with this game, pretty much. I mean, halfway done with this inning.
Yeah.
Mariners are in danger as we're at 0-2 for Luke Raley. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
Canzone, but unfortunately, a home run will do nothing.
Not enough. And then you got Cole Young and Leo Rivas after that. So if there's a way to hit 2 home runs at the same time, then we can tie this game.
You could then get something here, but Canzone has been pretty much most of the offense.
Pretty much the offense, the pitch.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a strike.
For him.
I mean, Canzone is making himself a designated hitter as he's batting 300 with 11 home runs from last season. The pitch, low for a ball. Would love a base hit instead of a home run here. We definitely need that by John Old Guy.
Well, that's why if Randy could have gotten on base, that would have been
1-1. And that's going to be a foul ball, and it is game time. Well, Mariners had a nice little exciting start. They had a 2-1 lead, and then they just pretty much just imploded.
Yeah. And it wasn't even, like starting pitching. It was it was
bad bullpen, bad hitting, as we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Now here's right at the middle, and that is caught.
The short.
It was a nice hit, but that is it. The ball game is over. The Mariners will go down to 0-1 as the Guardians steal game 1. And all I can say is
lead the AL West.
Wow, they lead the AL West for a day. And shall we call doom? Doom!
It's over. We're all going to lose 100 games. No.
Let's blow it up.
Oh, look, Gabe Spire with an 18 ERA.
Yeah, that'll do it. Very, very just brutal game. I mean, Logan Gilbert actually pitched not bad. It's just he had that one bad inning. That was really it.
Yeah, that spiked up his pitch count there, which is why he couldn't go past 5 innings.
And some say maybe he should have gone, I don't know, maybe a couple batters, but maybe it still would have happened anyway. Who knows?
I'm going to tell you, in all the games that I was here, I always put on an Astros jersey, and the Mariners did well. And it was always like on a dime. They would be doing bad. I would show up in my Astros jersey with my Colt 45s hat. And guess
Usually
what?
The Mariners were winning games with Josh.
Well, yeah, and sometimes I would show up halfway through the game, and then guess what? They would start
hit a home run. And actually, some of it was like planned because it was Jay Trident just starts. The Mariners' offense is garbage. And it's like, all right, let's see what Josh can do. Oh, my God, a 3-run home run.
Wow, we scored 8 runs that inning.
Well, too bad I'm not going to be able to play my ending video.
It was hilarious. The call to the bullpen.
It's called the bullpen. We're calling in Josh. Oh, man. Well, I don't really have much to say about the game. And plus, everyone's leaving anyway. But it was a fun evening, and Rooftop Sports will be back tomorrow for the Mariners game. It's going to be the Mariners versus the Guardians. It's going to be on Apple TV. But if you don't want to spend the extra $7 to $10, probably $15 at this point, you can go to Rooftop Sports to at least get my audio play-by-play. You at least are going to get that. I mean, that's the best I can do. And let's see who's pitching tomorrow. It's going to be George Kirby against Williams. Gavin Williams, that is. So we'll just have to see how it goes for tomorrow. But until then, I'm taking off because I got some videos to cut. But Josh, thank you for being here once again. But hey, it's good news for you. The Mariners go down and we get to suffer with the Astros.
Misery loves company.
Misery loves company. All right. Well, everyone, thank you. Have a good night and go Mariners.
Go Astros.